do this so we can go home because I gotta start in the office when I leave here. Nope, Monday. Yeah, but I already started packing a few months ago. So
how long are you going for?
For maybe a week.
Probably packed all your soccer scouting gear.
Nope. I'm going to go watch Zay Plato at NYU.
You about to be there for the World Cup. Oh, you better figure out how to watch.
It's going to be cracking out there for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Not if you miss it.
I was out there for the World Cup one year. When Italy won it that year, I was out there. Ooh, the streets was hot. It was spaghetti everywhere. It was ravioli.
Yes, you was like, manja.
It was Joe and them and Vinny. It was outside.
Joe Pesci?
It was Vinny and them. They said, "What's the matter with you?"
You was like, manja.
Pizza slices was like this. Italian flags was being waved at of cars. Honking was wild.
Was Anthony Soprano there?
They was all there.
They was all there?
Everybody
Chris was there?
Everybody was there. I just started watching Game of Thrones. I'm on season 3. I'm watching Sopranos next. I never watched an episode of Sopranos in my life. So.
You should watch it. It's really good.
Every time I see top 10 TV shows, Sopranos and Game of Thrones is always in it. I'm like, you know what?
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
I never watched it. I watched House of the Dragons, and I was like, oh, that was pretty good. And then everybody's like, well, you got to go back and watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, all right, fire.
Yeah.
You be like, man, I love this character. I love his acting, and he's a really good guy. He's dead. I'm like, what the?
He's a really good
And
guy.
I'm talking like people you like, oh, yeah, that's the hero.
Yeah.
You were like, wait a minute. Is he? No. They were like,
it ain't him.
like, there's like one scene where I'm like, they about to kill him. And I'm like, any second now, you know, a bow and arrow, something gonna happen. They gonna lose him in the crowd. Any second. Nope, cut his head off. I was like,
No, that was unexpected.
and let me tell you something. I'm not a cursor. Like, I don't do a lot of cursing, but I definitely yelled. I definitely did some cursing right there.
Oh,
I
wow.
was like, it
was
shocked
heated.
me. Threw me for a loop. All right, let's do this. Appreciate everybody at Pivot Socks. Go to getpivot.com. That's GETPYVOT.com. Use the promo code SneakThisPodcast. Get yourself a discount code.
I mean, you can move.
And
It's
free
okay.
shipping. And free shipping. Like I said, on
He was
the
about to be
screen.
frozen the rest of the episode.
On the screen, go to getpivot.com. Get yourself a pair of socks, some crew socks, some ankle socks. Get yourself some socks, man. Like I said, they got various colors and designs. Like I said, man, every pair of socks you buy does support the episode of this podcast. Look, man, y'all ain't been buying them because this studio ain't cheap. I'm paying a lot of money for the studio, so I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and cop some of them socks. About a dozen. I need y'all to get them value packs, all right? But like I said, go to getpivot.com. Go to getpivot.com. It's on the screen. Yo, Sneak This Podcast, episode 314. George, Greg, and James. Second time guest of the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? How you?
Back in the building. First time in the new studio. He was the last guest at the other studio, I think, George.
I don't think so.
That's what I
We
told you. I
ain't
think
been
it was
gone that
someone
long.
else.
Let me see.
It might have been.
Let me go ahead and check the content.
I mean, I guess it depends what you mean by guest, but I'm pretty sure
It
some
might have
people
been you
showed
guys
up.
in
There's
Simple.
only one meeting to guess. Oh yeah, no.
I mean, technically anyone besides me and you is a guest, but we just don't call everybody that. You recording?
So, yeah, I am recording.
All right, just making sure.
So the last, okay, so it was James, then an episode with Andy, then just you and I, then we came here. Okay.
Oh, okay, so Andy was the last one.
Andy was the last one, technically. So, but we appreciate you coming through again. Blanc was supposed to be here, but he's a lame, so.
Blanc. You heard that?
Lame. This camera good, George? You didn't say nothing.
Yep.
All right, just making sure. His camera
Blanc
look good, too?
Blanc probably had a Kanye rally to go to.
His camera look good? He look good in
Yeah.
it? You sure?
I mean,
There's
you
a lot of space
asking me
above
to
his
do a
head.
man look good. I don't know about all that.
Well,
but
Hey,
lower it a little bit. I don't
God.
want so much space above his head.
what are you
I don't
talking
touch
about?
it.
That's how everyone's camera looks.
Yours doesn't.
Well, that's your fault. I'm the
I don't
expert.
want a ton of space above the heads. When you do too much space above the heads, it's hard to like get it centered on the thing. I'm a technician to edit. You heard me?
You about to go to New York and learn them.
Shout out to the homie Marco on Twitter. So he at me and he said he wanted me to go take a look at the Ma Maniere comments on the Ma Maniere post. And he said, so last week me and James, shout out to the homie Josh. He was on the podcast last week. That was our first Skype call ever.
That was dope. It was
on the
good.
podcast. It was good. Yeah, Josh did really good. I enjoyed that episode. And We talked about Ma Maniere. I don't know if you know, but Ma
You was
Maniere.
on that couch like a patient. No?
I like that. No, I was gonna have the longer couch in here and lay down flat.
I thought it was. It wasn't that, was it?
No, it was that one.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You look like you were sideways.
You were sick. I was sideways, but I wasn't
I'm
flat.
still sick.
It did look like a bigger couch.
Pray for me.
You don't believe in prayer, so
The other people might. They might be able to give me the power of prayer, the power of their prayer. Bam, I was feeling better. I'm not trying to blame nobody and nothing, but I was feeling better. And then Hannah's dog, her sister dog came over, put me back in the doldrums.
the dog got the flu too.
No, but
Got you too
pet
excited?
dander reversed everything I had approved. Like I said, I ain't trying to blame nobody. It's my own fault for not taking allergy medicine that day before he came to the house. But boy, I was feeling better. I was like this, yes, like a cartoon.
Yes.
And then
You
back,
clicked your heels.
right back.
You jumped in the air and clicked your heels.
I
together.
did.
But we had talked about people. I'm a Maniere asking people to do the hashtag My Voice Has Power. And I spent the day watching people post videos about these things that really mean a lot to them for sneakers. So he tagged me.
You're a bad person,
and he
though.
told me, but man, wait till I read these tweets, man. Wait till I
Awful.
read these comments. Actually, let me get the laptop of this.
Awful but hilarious.
So now look, I may come across as a jerk reading some of these. So I'm gonna call this segment shoot. What do you want to call this? This ain't a sneak diss, but this is a direct diss.
That I might come across as a jerk.
It might be the sneak diss.
Well, I don't know, it's a direct one.
The direct diss.
So yeah, well, that's what we'll call this. We'll call this what's a new what people do, new segment alert. This is called this is not a sneak diss. This is a direct diss.
New segment
So
alert.
these are comments. I'm gonna put the comments. These are directly off Twitter. These are people's tweets on I'm a Maniere post when I'm a Maniere tweeted out. Congrats to all the winners. All the invoices have been sent out. We appreciate everybody. So like I said, I'm a Maniere wanted people to make a video. I think about like 2 minutes long, talking about something that's important to them. They wanted them to tag their government official, tag local news station, and tag something else, and tag them in it or whatnot. And there was people making videos about like, what's the problem with this country is racism and all this stuff. So this is one this cat. So this is from Michael Bouchier, all right, on
Bobby
Twitter.
Boucher?
And he said the worst part about this drawing was people, including myself, that did not win. now know the feeling of not being heard. You have now promoted to us losers that our voice doesn't matter one bit, buddy.
It's just shoes.
Dang, he took a thing about all inclusiveness and sorted you out.
Buddy, your voice never mattered one bit anyways, all right?
It's like the people thinking Nike.
Yeah, it's
like they don't care.
Buddy, like, what are you talking about here? So that's one cat, right? This other cat said, I'm sure no white people won. Good job, I'm a Maniere.
That's funny.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Hey, man, you might be right, but who knows? This cat, Jay's all day said, now look, I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but buddy. So he said, I'm trying not to laugh here, all right? He said, my voice wasn't heard. This is definitely disappointing and discouraging. Lost my mother due to gun violence and broke out of my shell to shed some light on how gun violence affects people, but it wasn't good enough. I actually thought I had a chance. Joke's on me. Look, buddy, if your mom being dusted in the streets,
That's unfortunate.
very unfortunate.
Yes.
If that didn't get you to speak up about gun violence, I don't know why a pair of Jordan 4s did. All right.
Yeah.
So look, buddy, I'm sorry for your loss, but you're going to have to get a grip, pal. All right. Another guy, Jay Smiles at Hypebeast 930 said, I didn't win the raffle. Just super stoked I got to share my voice. Thank you for an amazing opportunity, I'm a Maniere. Fam, Twitter is an open platform. You can share your voice about whatever
Whenever
you
you
want
want.
anytime.
Yeah.
I'm a Maniere didn't do nothing for you. They didn't do nothing special. The one thing I talked about too is I'm a Maniere didn't go like anybody's videos, didn't retweet anybody's videos, didn't share anybody's videos. It did nothing. What was the point?
Yeah.
This cat said, this raffle reminds me of my, this cat, Chris at solely_Chris says, this raffle reminds me of my past relationships where I think I definitely tried my best and gave my heart, but it wasn't meant to be. There's more fish in the sea, or so they say. Congrats to all who got selected. Fam, the guy with your girl, he won, all right? Like that.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sorry.
He won, all right? And this other cat, Red.
Yes, you versus the one they tell you not to worry about, and one say God.
That's
and
whatever
another
that
say
means.
sad
That's
face.
what it is. The guy that she with now, he completed the pack. He got the 1s, the 2s, the 4s, and the 3s.
And the girl.
He got the
And the girl. he got I'm a mayor girl. And this other cat, I just thought it was funny.
Damn, I'm pretty sure those things are reselling for $1,000. I know they're
really?
4s. I mean,
Well, they're not
that's
out yet.
That's the eBay, like pre-sale sale, whatever you call it, like the eBay I secured pair.
Mm-hmm.
People selling them joints for $1,000. I get it. That's a 4,
I think they come out Tuesday.
and I'm not gonna say it
Online.
sucks, but it's not $1,000. I mean, fam, it ain't a $400 shoe. let alone
Somebody
$1,000
said
shoe.
they released 100,000 pairs online. So
Is Nike doing it too, or just?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
So I'm a Maniere, supposedly they dropped Tuesday, I think. Or maybe it was it today. Maybe it was today, I think.
If it was today, I didn't get them.
Oh,
I didn't try.
I didn't try either. I didn't even know.
I don't know if it was.
But this other cat had posted on Twitter, Red. He just changed all the first letters of I'm a Maniere to L's. It just made me laugh. He just put Laniere. So, anyways, congrats to all you losers. So, George, you got any pickups? Actually, no. James first. James, you got any new pickups?
Since I've been here, a couple New Balances, 550. Just they're called Salt and Pepper, so they're like a gray, black, white gradient on them.
What are the 550s? Oh, the
New Balance.
Yeah. The basketball looking one, the retro one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a pair of 2002 Rs.
What color?
In the what's the Kith one that he did? The Arrows.
Oh,
Daytona? Is it Daytona?
No, they
Talking
didn't
about
use
the-
that model. 2002 Rs weren't in any of the Kith retro.
No, but they used the same colorway that Kith did.
Oh, I know
the
what
last
you're
Steel
talking about.
blue is the one they always use.
Nah, he talking about those ones that like are always on sale. They like pinkish, gray,
The pink,
blue.
purple.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've always debated about buying those. You know what they are if you've seen them.
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
saw it, probably.
What else you cop? That's it.
And then a pair of Zigs, a brain
Oh,
dead
you did
Reebok,
post those.
that I got a couple days ago.
I seen the Billionaire Boys Clubs on when they first came out. I'm okay with that model. I mean, are they comfortable? Like zigzags.
I haven't tried it on yet.
Zigzags are crazy. Brain Dead been doing a lot of stuff lately.
Brain dead's dope.
I've been seeing them doing a lot of stuff lately.
You
Them,
talking about the ones that look like Vans?
nah.
The it's the Reebok Kinetic. Like,
Oh, Reebok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
zigzag.
a
Alright, no.
Brain Dead collaboration. Though. You didn't cop George?
All right.
All right, George. You cop anything? Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I have a box right there, but as far as
Nothing
like,
special.
did I buy anything? I think you got some other stuff for me too somewhere.
It ain't a car. It's nothing special though. didn't wanna bring all
I
the way
tried
upstairs.
on Shock Drop today and took a L. But other
Oh
than
yeah,
that-
the Cherry 11 one, right? Yeah, I seen that.
You didn't try for them?
I didn't try for them.
Nah. I mean, I got them. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say, but
Got them on lock.
I mean, no. Well,
Am I
I
supposed to
got them on the shock drop.
Oh, you got them in the shock drop?
Yeah, but not for me.
Am I supposed
Oh.
to show this?
I mean, you can wait till after I do my pickups.
Oh,
If you want to be rude.
oh,
What'd I get? Starfish ones. I meant to bring those to look at. Starfish ones are fire.
The lows?
No, the women's one, the brown and
Oh,
orange.
the ones that just came out like a month or so ago or something? Those are nice.
Fire. All right, I'm glad I got those. I got lost and found ones. George is gonna open up a pair right here. Make sure you put the shoe on camera too, George.
nope.
I got my son the Halloween dunks.
The ones that you guys were talking about on the pod last week?
I got them those. I didn't know I did, but they came. And then I got an Air Max 97 Terrascape. George got one too. It's a black one, but I got this white and cement one. It's like a recycled material 97.
Oh, cool.
That's okay. Like it's way overpriced.
What's a 97? So
And then I bought a bunch of Fear of God clothes and I don't know, All Saint stuff. And
Rich people stuff.
bought an iPhone 14 too. So
oh.
I know that comes tomorrow. I'm excited about that. My phone screen like it's been getting cracked up and cracked and cracked. So I've been slicing my finger up on it. So I'm like, I'll go ahead and give me another one. This is an iPhone 10, so I'm like, I think we deserve a
Us
14.
poors can't relate.
Yeah, what do you got? A 13?
Nope, I'm talking about all your spending habits. Us poors can't relate.
Headed to New York Monday, which means no podcast next week unless I record in New York while walking the main streets.
There's people out there, right?
I know. I mean, I thought about maybe seeing if I could do an episode with like Mike or somebody out there, but I'm be out there with my entire family and my mom. And I'm like, I got a lot of stuff planned and, you know, trying to get through. And then my wife's birthday is going to be happening while we out there, so I got some special plan for her. And then my son's birthday is going to be happening while we're out there as well. So, you know, spend the day with him. So we got a lot going on out there. George, what you gonna unbox, fam? Have you seen those yet, James?
No, I haven't.
This right here is funny. I mean, not saying it's not true, but that $29.99, that joint say super sale.
It's disrespectful.
Super sale. Dang, anti-gravity.
Look at that. Boy. Them joints is special.
Beautiful.
Look at them joints.
You want to talk about some of the most complicated box stuffing paper ever. Good grief. Can't even get this shoe out.
For those who don't know, Michael Jordan played basketball in those.
You want to see him or you seen him already?
I wish Michael Jordan was still playing basketball because the NBA is whack, bro.
Super whack.
With the exception of watching single players.
Lakers are embarrassing.
Let me see. Let me check my receipt. Make sure these are authentic.
I thought they didn't come with that yellow receipt at first. I was heated.
8/30/86, Covington, Kentucky. Dang, it's lit, bro.
So what's that supposed to be? Is that like when they first dropped?
Who knows?
Like they came out in Covington, Kentucky first? Like why is Covington, Kentucky the one that gets the special receipt?
Leather is kind of nice.
I think it's because they found it in like the basement of like an old store that was like selling out or something like. I thought that was the story.
Okay, I don't ever read up on them sneaker stores.
There you go, Rico. Like just for you.
I love guessing. And them joints is fire, huh?
How's it smell?
Like battery acid.
You wearing them joints on the toe? You put them on the toe?
Fam, what's up with this table? These insoles are getting a little bit different. These are a little bit softer. I ain't mad at this.
Man, this ain't beer. What the heck?
I don't necessarily love how they did the laces, but
what's wrong with the laces?
How they just have them laced up already?
You know, put them in a bag or something instead of putting them like already in the shoe.
They didn't come with the bag.
Whatever.
This is retro.
They didn't come like that either.
Yeah, they did when they were aged. When they found them, they were aged like that.
I don't even think you got two laces back then, huh? They were aged.
Wait a minute. What laces did they originally come with?
Probably
I feel
black.
like I've always seen them with black.
Probably black.
Okay. I feel like I've always seen them with black.
And somebody said only black laces go in these. You smoking ding dong.
Oh.
Only white laces.
I don't know. What'd you say?
I said white laces look great on these.
Only white laces.
Don't
do it. Don't you do it.
I don't know, man.
Don't do it.
I may leave them like that. Do double up. One black lace or two in one shoe.
And then you can wear them once and throw them away like Clark Kent.
I mean, I probably never wear mine again. I probably never wear mine anyways. Like, I got so many ones in the closet, it's not even funny. I got all the disrespect pack.
We talk about shape of shoes way too much, but this shape is actually fire, though. Like, when you look at it, like,
I feel like it's been a long time since we looked at a Chicago.
It's nice.
Like, in hand.
Not me.
Well, you got Chicago lows, but
I look at them every day, buddy.
When's the last one that came out? 2016?
2014, wasn't it? 2016?
He's right. 2014 and 2016 because one didn't have the Nike Air.
Yeah, one had the Jumpman on it. I think, did we get the one with the Jumpman on the back or did we get none of them? We got the one with the
Nobody
Jumpman.
even cared about those. I walked right into whatever.
Was a Finish Line, wasn't it?
And got them. I don't remember what store it was, but I know it was Scottsdale Mall.
I got mine from Finish Line at Tanger. That's where I got them Chicago's. And I think Olive Nines that came out the same day or something like that or the following weekend. But them joints is clean, man.
They're nice.
I've never been a super huge Chicago 1 fan. Like, I always prefer Black Toes over Chicago's. I would always do Black Reds, Black Toes, Royals, Chicago's, then Stealths or Shadows.
Shadows?
Yeah. Shadows to me
I love Shadows. You don't care for Shadows?
I do. I mean, I have them, highs and lows, but like, it's okay. I mean, once they started coming out with so many black and gray Jordan 1s and mids, lows, highs, that like, you really, Shadows sort of lost it for me. Even Royals a little bit, I'm not going to lie to you.
Saturated the market.
They did. Like, there's so many things that look like it.
I feel that.
What, you taking a picture of them or something? For the gram?
No. Somebody tagging me on Twitter and something.
Why you not wearing no Dodgers hat, bro? Oh, you not wearing no Raiders hat.
I refuse.
Can't wear a
I
Raiders
refuse.
hat. Man, the Raiders lost to the Colts.
I'm the only organization right now that I respect is the one that's on my head. Lincoln Riley, fight on, baby.
Lincoln Riley. You don't even like Lincoln Riley.
You smoking up?
George, what come out this week, family? You got your hands full over there.
You right.
That's why you got so many problems with that microphone. Look at that mic in your face, hat, hoodie,
Shoes.
2 shoes, a box, and a phone.
Nah, don't worry about it. Let's see.
Flames come out this week. Actually, I have no idea.
Why did they change their app to how they show the calendar?
The HUF Dunks came out this week.
Some places already released them, but I think they come out on
Cowtown
sneakers.
released
Man,
them.
what is this?
Yeah, I
On
think they-
Saturday.
I think they come out on sneakers this week, but Europe stores already released them. Some like sneaker shops skate shops already released them. You try for them, or did you want them?
I put in for I think a Kith raffle or something.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've looked at the app that I normally use, but it's completely different now. What app do you use?
Me? I don't use no app.
Fam,
I use the actual website. You need me to do it?
Nah, I got it. But I mean, look at this. They don't show the picture no more. It just has
this is fire.
You talking about that like scrolling? How the thing is a circle on top?
What
That's
is
whack.
Oh, yeah, this is whack.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Find it.
All right.
Dang.
Why is this not even by date anymore?
Now that StockX don't
Set
sell
up Apple Pay.
Authentics,
Kiss my ding dong, huh?
they done trying to update their app. Okay.
Oh,
Still
that's
whack, though.
why.
Because StockX is on the
They on the
defense right now. So Goat said we gotta pick it up.
They're like, this is our opportunity.
Damn, these cats are geeks. What is this?
You having some problems. You need me to do the releases?
Just tell me where you reading it from because this website ain't
That's
working.
what it looks like?
Yeah, but look at the dates. They're all mixed up.
I mean, it don't matter. They come out within that time frame. I mean,
All right.
your
if you
window
don't-
was till what, the 21st,
if you
22nd?
don't care what the specific days are. I used to read them in chronological order.
It's okay.
All
The
right.
listeners don't mind.
Women's Dunk Low Honeydew Fleece, whatever that means.
Where are you looking?
That's the first one.
On Goat.
On Goat?
That looks like a bear. What's them bears called? 3 bears?
I mean,
Grateful Dead?
It don't look too bad on this picture, but I'm not copping it. Ma Maniere 4. These are fire, though.
I'm in your force.
These.
I told you they was fire. I was texting you. I told you I couldn't sleep.
These are fire.
I had them joints next to the bed.
They had you tossing and
Yeah.
turning?
Yeah, they had me
First day of
turning.
school life.
I woke up-
ironed your clothes,
I woke
everything.
Yeah,
up
right, for
just
those-
to- I was dreaming of going to the basketball court before school started, before class started. Cast, I remember doing stuff like that.
Look at you.
I'm a Air Force. Them joints is wild.
Because of what they did to the whole voice?
They're not
No,
whack,
I
but
just
Or
think they're
because
a
you just
sneaker.
don't think they're a good shoe?
No, I
Listen.
don't like them.
they're not whack, but they're not fire.
They should have been white. It should have been like the Jordan 3s.
It should have been the one that actually.
Yeah, those
previewed.
fakes.
Fakes.
They were
Oh.
fakes. But
what were they,
still.
brown?
No, they were white. They looked like the 3s. They were like the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
color
yeah.
makeup of the 3s. Like, that was better. What's this color supposed to be? Like,
Or?
what color is ore?
I don't know.
It's
It says
it's-
violet ore, so it's like
violet
purple ore combination.
So violet ore.
Geeks is what I like to call it.
How are the? Have you guys had them in hand yet? or anything?
The forest?
Yeah. See how the quality is on them.
No, I'm never sure
Have
the
they even
quality
shipped
is
to the
superb.
people who won?
I don't think so. Invoices just went out yesterday, I thought. So I don't know.
I know nothing. I've been in the hospital.
Hey, we praying for you.
Yep. Pray for me. Fam, you want to talk about that? I was gonna die. I told Hannah you might have to give me CPR. I'm not even joking.
You ain't got no will,
Will.
The will
no
to live.
trust, no
What's that got
will.
to do with me surviving?
But just in case, that's what a will's
What
for.
does that-
A will ain't got nothing for you about somebody. The will is for the opposite.
Exactly. Why you asking me? Do I got a will? I'm talking about trying to survive.
I mean, shoot, you gotta be prepared. Huh?
Damn, I need to survive.
For what? The
For
Raiders
what?
ain't doing nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I got to at least survive long enough to wear them J's up.
Well, you can wear them tonight.
I guess you want me to
You
die.
get home safe.
You try to say you my best friend and you up trying to kill me on the show.
Okay.
Dunk Low SB Huff
You be
time San
dramatic,
Francisco.
huh?
What?
You probably was sleep weird on your chest and couldn't breathe and called 911.
No, I got tested positive for the flu.
Nike's
way
doing,
worse than COVID.
Nike's
Don't get the
doing,
flu.
A mystery pack with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
With the HUFs on Sneakers app.
Hannah told me. I had no idea. I was like, "What? What do you mean?"
So do you?
It's a mystery thing. You open a pack and that's
black,
what you get.
It's a black bag, I think, and then
But does it come in a box though? At least
there's a box. Inside the black
I'm like,
bag.
man,
Yeah,
I know they
yeah,
ain't sending these survival packs. Like, so you get the black pack and you open. You don't know what colorway you get.
No.
Now there's 3 colorways.
There's 3.
There's a green one. Now Josh already got his from the skate shop. There's a green one that's San Francisco. I
There's
think.
a picture of all 3 shoes on the bag, and then you open it up, and that's the one.
Yeah. Now I don't know if you have the option of getting the green one on sneakers. I think just the blue and that Panda, Advanced Panda, or whatever.
The San Francisco was like a San Francisco exclusive one.
Yeah, it's a green one though.
That's tight.
It's fire. If I got these HUFs, I would only want the white and blue ones. The black ones is Pandas. More upscale Pandas. But.
Doesn't it like you rub it off and it's like tie dye?
Oh,
it's like the old HUF High Dunk.
I think so. I
you
think
rub it off and it's like that
right.
orange tie dye color.
That's tight. What else?
Let's see. Air Jordan 1 Low, Cherry Wood Red. Air Max Penny 1, Rattan.
No thanks. Pennies are so.
They've been putting they saturated the market with pennies, man. Like the last 3 months, they put out a decade's worth of pennies.
The freaking social status dropped 2, and then there was some.
They dropped 2 more, I think, after that.
Yeah, there was a lot of pennies out here. Though. Pennies are. We're gonna talk about signature sneakers with the Kyrie thing, but pennies are fire, but they may be overrated.
And then what's the price for that?
I mean,
I don't know.
Overrated.
I think the penny line is overrated.
Price tag's like $180.
That's a lot.
$100 for a penny.
Now I did see them social statuses at Undefeated last week.
Yeah,
them joints are nice in hand. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not paying whatever for that. I'm just not. Like if them joints are 110, all right, maybe
get them at the
clearance. Catch them
Nike
on clearance with additional 30% off. All right. What else, George?
Let's see.
Thanks for the beer. Golden Lager.
Air Max 1 Premium Hangle Day. I don't know what that means. It looks like the one that kind of has the sheath over the top.
Oh,
where the laces are.
With the lace, the zip lace or the zip
it has a
lace
tie or something, but I don't know how.
What's the zip tie mean? What does Hangle Day mean? Hangle Day represents 9 holiday that celebrates creation of Korean alphabet.
Are you really reading or did you
just
make that
reading
up?
that.
You known for making stuff up.
I'm reading that. It has to do with the Korean alphabet.
Terminator High Georgetown.
If it was a Terminator low, I'd probably cop.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, Terminators are fire.
Air Trainer 1.
You got Terminators at the house.
You right.
DS U of A Terminators.
Yeah, size 4.
We found them joints at what was that joint called? Steven Shoes?
Dave's Shoe Hut. I don't know.
Well, it was a little Mexican spot.
Yeah.
Over at
but the one that's by it used to be by Food City though.
Thomas and a 51.
Yeah, Thomas and a 51. Yeah,
I remember that.
We was going through that joint, looking through some gems. We was doing some lost and found.
It was like
shopping.
red, right?
Huh?
It was red. The store was red, right?
I don't remember them, but like
I'm
we was
pretty sure
there.
Steven Shoes gave me meningitis. So.
Bruh, we was looking at old
most dust
Griffies.
I've ever seen in my
We
entire
was literally
life in that
looking
store.
through like vintage old sneakers. They just
stuff.
had a bunch of stuff there, and they had new do rags. Yeah, a lot of stuff in there. We was shopping.
Pro clubs,
They had them Pro Club tees.
Dickies.
They had a grip. Well, I had them Dickies already pressed under the mattress.
Air Trainer 1 Shima. I don't know if that's.
That's the brown looking, the brown one.
Yeah, barbecue ribs.
Them joints. Wait a minute. What? Oh, what you call? Oh, the trainers.
Yeah,
I like
Air
those.
Trainer 1.
I like them.
And
They look like the Travis.
and women's Air Max 1 barbecue ribs too.
I like the ones you got on. I might have to buy some trainers. I got chlorophylls, but they size 10. They kind of too big.
Nah, you too busy wearing Crocs.
Croc gang.
These Salehis, boy. You don't want to be a Salehi, boy.
You and Rico on the
Croc
Salehi
bros.
wave.
Huh?
Yeah.
We them Croc bros. We them Croc bros.
Eastside Golf Jordan 1.
Crocbros.com.
Which one? Low or high?
This one's a high.
What?
Oh,
Out of the mud. Eastside Golf Jordan 1.
Is it red or orange?
Oh, the 12s?
It's called
No,
Out
no,
of the
no, no,
Mud,
no.
so I'm guessing
Oh,
the
wow.
red brick clay-ish colorway. I don't know. I did the raffle. Who knows?
Those are,
You did it?
those are nice. I don't care for the lows that much.
Fam, every one of that pack sucks. So the 12, the low one, and the low high.
You didn't like the story with the 12?
What's the story?
About he had to take himself to like the golf course to practice by himself because like his mom had to work 3 jobs or something like that, and that was like the mud from like the course or something.
Man, come on.
I'm just letting you know.
That sounds like
that's for story time.
I mean, maybe I just ain't never heard a story like that where some inner city kid was like, "Boy, mom had 3 jobs, and I was trying to really hit the links." Like,
where is that? Detroit or Michigan, right?
No,
Detroit. Oh, no, it's Detroit.
What you talking about?
The brand, Eastside Golf.
I thought they're from L.A.
No, it's
No, I
Detroit
think
brand.
it's from Detroit.
It's Detroit. When I used to be up on the brand when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is dope." The little gold chain swinging
sure
on the
about
man.
that?
Yeah, I think it's the Detroit brand or
thought it was from
Michigan.
LA.
I don't know about if it's
I
Detroit,
don't know
but
if
I think it's
Detroit.
Michigan.
Yeah, I think he's
y'all
out of
made
Michigan.
that up. No?
Nah, look it up, fam. But I ain't never heard
I thought
nobody.
them cats used to kick it with like Nipsey and stuff.
I mean,
Didn't you say
everybody
it
kick
was
it with
like
everybody.
Oh, right. I thought you said it was an L.A. connection, Chris Paul or something.
Nah, Chris Paul like will always wear their brand, but I didn't. That's it. Like I don't know nothing
Yeah,
about
because Chris
it.
Paul be golfing, right?
Yeah, and I said that I think that's how they must have got their Jordan connection through Chris Paul because he was wearing that
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
all the time, the crew necks and whatnot. But I don't care for the
I
shoes.
think y'all making stuff
This
up.
is their what 5th Jordan collab? They've had other golf shoes before.
Oh yeah, I've seen the golf
Man, if
shoes.
these cats don't stop tweeting about what Al Davis would have done, he hired some of the worst coaches known to the game of football. I swear. And all these cats tweeting, I guarantee you, are about 23, 24 years old. Al Davis been dead your entire life, bro. Shut up. Air Max, Scorpion Sesame. You get Scorpions yet?
No,
Those
am I
sesame
supposed
ones
to?
look awful.
I don't know.
You think so?
Yeah, those look awful. The
Have you
original
seen-
ones look good. I've seen the original ones
I
in
saw about
person,
Undefeated in
but
person.
those ones look stupid.
I love them all. The problem is it's too expensive. $250, man.
That's a lot. You're paying for the extra air though. It's all that air, all that air in
Yes.
it.
All you getting is a twisted ankle. I would pay $210.
I wouldn't pay that.
I want to pay $185,
I want
but
to pay $160.
well, yeah, I want to pay nothing. But I mean, well, we having a price competition here. I want free, but them joints is fire, though. I thought I was getting them, but thank God, hopefully not.
Now is a thank God.
$250 is a lot. $250.
How the
is
mighty
a
have
hitter.
fallen.
You're right. I bought an iPhone 14.
Oh, the
Them joints
mighty
ain't
have
cheap.
fallen. Dunk Low SB Be True Trans Joy. That's the first I've ever heard this shoe coming out.
I haven't heard that one.
Man, what?
Yellow. I knew you was gonna have a reaction.
I didn't got no reaction. I just said what you say. That was it.
Nope.
So it's
You better-
another Be True dunk.
You get scolded now, not me.
These suck. Bro.
Yellow. It's a yellow toe.
Now I know nothing about the trans community, so maybe these men dancing on it means something. Or chicken.
Look.
It got 2 chickens dancing on it.
Oh, I think I did see that, but I didn't know that was what it was affiliated with.
Shout out to the trans community. Yo, why do the HUF dunks are SBs, but the tongue isn't puffy? They don't do puffy tongues on SBs anymore?
There's a puffy tongue on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one got a puffy tongue, but no, HUFs. Last few SB dunks that I've seen released, no puffy tongue. If you look on the
I
HUF,
think the Why So Sad had a puffy tongue.
why so sad?
It's the
They look
the
like
mental
that's what
health
I'm talking about.
one. I forgot what it was.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't look on that one, but
Or
these,
like the skate like a girl ones. I think they have a puffy tongue.
but these no puffy tongue,
Oh yeah.
regular. That's how it should be. Can't skate in them though.
Answer DMX Black White Gold.
Well, my dog's at you copy.
Air Jordan 1 High Lost and Found.
Y'all copy.
I'ma try.
I'm trying again. All right, I need doubles of these joints.
I entered about 5 raffles already.
and you ain't won nothing yet.
Well, it doesn't. It's like timed. So I think in like the next couple days. is when
Oh
they're
yeah,
actually,
you
like,
definitely gonna win one. You have to.
Man, I feel like there's a million pairs with all of the shops that are doing raffles.
A lot of people was adding me and sending me their wins from the drop on Twitter, the shot drop on sneakers. Feeling like a lot of people I got a pair for my son off of there. So
Yeah,
I
that's what
got
you're saying.
a size 9 for him. Then I already had mine. So, but I need doubles. I'm trying to help the homie out because he's always hooked me up with a bunch of things. So I'm trying to help get him a size. But Ooh, wait, them joints. I entered on end, trying to get a size 11 for my friend. And then I entered on Feature. I think Feature has them. Have you been to the Feature out here?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna ask, like, how do they do releases? Do they?
Not sure. They have. I think they have an app that you could do.
Really?
Online raffles.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if they have.
And you pick up there or something?
I know Shoe Palace does. Today they were doing raffles.
No joke. I forgot Shoe Palace existed till you brought it up earlier. No?
Yeah, Shoe Palace is doing in-store raffles.
I haven't been to a Foot Locker raffle or did Foot Locker still do Flex app and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. None of that stuff. What else, George? That's it?
That's it. Unless you got something else I didn't say.
I mean, there's like some Tracy McGrady's on here, retro, and some Sauconys. This model you sent, this Adidas, you sent and said, yo, this model is fire. This model sucks.
Which one?
Is it the Adaphone one?
It's called 4D Crazed.
Which one?
You sent this in the thread.
How long ago?
It's K with this one right here. It was white and blue, that one you sent, and it got like 4D in the back. George sent that in the thread. He said, yo, I don't care what any of y'all say in this thread. These joints is bangers.
Craze,
K-R-A-Z-E-D.
4D.
Crazed.
This joint say Adidas Kraken jersey. How do you spell it?
C-R-A-Z-E-D 4D.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Kraken.
Them Seattle Kraken jerseys is fire.
Did you see the new Coyotes jerseys?
I did.
Those are fire.
You smoking. These are fire.
What? You smoking.
Oh, he's talking about the Adidas.
Talking about them Adidas Craze.
Those are fire.
Let me see that.
They kind of look like the, what is it, the
You
MC
smoking,
Plus or whatever.
The what?
The Bad Bunny shoe that he did not so long ago.
Oh,
no, not the
CL.
We ain't paying full price for this, but this shoe is fire.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I could tell it fits weird.
Fam, you brought like a ski in here. I'm talking about stuff fits weird.
Them
Yeah,
you're talking about the Crocs?
No.
Oh,
what you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Luxury skis.
You talking about Balmains?
How are they?
I haven't worn them yet.
You haven't worn them yet?
I'm wearing them in New York.
Look at that profile.
I got some leather pants too.
Look at that back. Pause.
I did. I bought leather pants for them.
Man, this guy.
I'm about to be in New York sexy, no?
You're out of control, man.
Hey, yo.
I got some leather pants. I got this nice mohair sweater that's camo. I'm about to wear it with them. I may throw on a Fear of God vest over it. I don't know what I'm thinking.
You gonna flex on them like Joe Budden?
I don't know what I'm thinking yet. I might give me a little Balmain hat to twist to the side or something. Some light work. George is a super hater. Huh?
You're out of control.
You get the flu one time in your life and it changes you. I get the flu every year. Huh?
You want to talk about changing this?
You better man up.
You thought COVID was bad.
Man up, bro.
You get this, you might.
Fam, I get the flu every year. I face it head on.
Not this.
Trust me. They put that stick up your nose and do that test and be like, oh, yeah, you got the flu instantly. And I say, you know what? Bring it home. They give me what's it called, a Scat Pack? What's that pack they give you?
Yeah, I think so.
They give you a Scat Pack Dodge Hemi, and do you eat them all up? Better. StockX no longer labels any of their products on their websites. And I thought it was just sneakers. Nothing's authentic. Nothing is now considered 100% authentic or whatever on their website. Now, StockX did put a statement out and said that they're still authenticating.
They tried to walk it back, and people were not having it.
And now look, does that make a difference at all, like, with you at all anymore? I don't know if you buy on StockX or use StockX.
I bought off StockX a couple times. I mean, how often are you actually looking for the authentic verified sign when you're looking at shoes? Like, does it make that big of a difference, even, like, after all of this?
You don't got a problem with this?
I mean, I'm probably not going to buy anything off of there, but...
So it's going to change your buying habits? I've seen a lot of people that I know
buy off of there is sealed card boxes, so you can't fake that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, shoes I've bought off of there are so, like...
You can return stuff anyway.
Are a little bit more obscure than, like, a lost and found or something like that.
Fam, look at this email I just got.
Adult
volunteers needed for the flu study. Look at you, though.
Well, go ahead. Volunteer your body. Let them take your brain.
Nope, I know better.
Check for CTE, too. Look, man.
Does it affect your buying habits?
I don't know. I buy off of there pretty regularly. So I'd probably say per year I buy, I'll say 10 pairs off there. I'll say that. Like, that may be a little high. It may be a little bit low. I don't know. But to me, the thing is that, I mean, to me, I feel like if you keep buying, you never cared if it was authentic or not in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, and we talked about it. Like, and this is from homies that work there currently and people that used to work there. And they told us, they said that they get a lot of fake sneakers that come in that are like spot on fakes.
Hard to.
I don't see why they wouldn't sell those now. Like, why?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
now,
I feel you.
StockX is an innovative, groundbreaking company, but they don't have the best reputation as far as like customer service.
No. They got the card information stolen a few years back. Or
yeah,
right?
They've had a lot of issues, and like I don't view StockX as somebody like I trust.
Yeah.
So regardless on if they're still authenticating stuff, it wouldn't. I don't believe them because I don't understand why. When you get a pair of sneakers that's so good that they turn down, but it's like they're like, oh, you got to really know what to look for in order to declare this fake. Why wouldn't I sell this now? I'm no longer claiming anything is authentic anymore, so I can't get in trouble.
You can, because you're not making that claim anymore.
Yeah, like I didn't say this was authentic. Like you get this, but like I said, it's like just being comfortable. Like if I bought a pair of sneakers from you, I would never think it was fake.
Yeah,
I just would never think that, and I feel that that's kind of like what it is with StockX. Is like
they've sent so many shoes out, and so many people are repeated customers.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't raise a brow to anyone.
So now I will say this: once that news that came out, I did notice a lot of sneaker prices like kind of went down on like certain things. I was like, man, this stuff is kind of cheap. But like I said, like I just. Even if you got a fake pair from StockX, if you're not like looking, you would never know.
Yeah. Like
you just wouldn't ever know. So, I told a homie, I was like, now, does that mean...
Are they still going to have the tag on them?
No, they got rid of
they're taking it off?
The green tag, all that's gone. That tag was like where you scanned it to see it's authentic, right?
Authentic, yeah.
I don't think they're doing the tags anymore either because if you can't claim authenticity. Now, like I said, they're saying that they're still authenticating them. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that means, if that's better for GOAT. I don't know if that means it's better for resale shops. Like, I have no idea what that means. Like, I don't know what it means for StockX. I told somebody, I said, man, StockX is like... They may still be making money and stuff like that and maybe still doing okay, but like I guarantee Fanatics or somebody is going to buy it. I guarantee somebody buys StockX.
Week, yeah.
I was like, I could see that going somewhere because I have a friend who he does like a lot of stuff and he was like, StockX had planned on putting a bid in to get a stadium, like to name a stadium or whatnot, but they're like, oh yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
The Lions?
It was something. I don't know what they was trying to get, but they were trying to name a stadium. But look, does it affect me buying on there? I don't know. Because like you said, I'm pretty much the same way when I go in there. I'm looking for like Australian Open AirTech Challenge 2s. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if there's fakes out there. I'm looking for, things like that. I'm not on there buying. Like, I don't know if I would have went on there and bought those. Like, I don't know. I can honestly say, I know I said if I didn't get those, I would have paid $500 for them. But I don't know if I would have. I don't know. I don't want to spend the money now on nothing. So it's like if I would have passed them, I guess maybe I would have bought those off of there. But I'd probably buy more off GOAT. Now, like I said, GOAT has just always been clean. You don't ever see nobody complaining about GOAT. You don't see nobody tweeting GOAT like, you got me, you scammed me. It's always StockX. So, I don't know, man. You sell on StockX?
Have I sold on StockX? I sold probably like 4 or 5 shoes or something.
Oh, okay.
Nothing crazy like George.
You still cop on StockX still then?
Only thing I've ever bought on, well, not ever, but I mean, last time I bought a shoe on StockX was, when did Pink Pig SBs come out? Lowe's. 2020,
2021?
Something like that. You bought those on StockX?
It came from StockX Holland or something.
Holland? What?
Dude, a lot of people I know that be buying off StockX and GOAT, they always be like, fam, this joint is coming from Europe. Is that normal? I've never had that with GOAT or StockX or anything. I've never had that happen. It always comes straight from the good old United States of America, as far as I know.
Straight from Uncle Sam's closet.
But if you wanted to still buy on StockX, would you?
I mean, I bought cards on there, but I don't buy anything on StockX.
I'm talking about sneakers. If you saw something there, would you care?
It wouldn't stop me, but I don't buy nothing, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm saying it wouldn't stop me from doing nothing. I mean,
did you have any plans on buying those if we didn't get them for retail?
I mean, I don't think so. Like,
I think once we found out they were coming out, I was like, oh yes! As soon as I see them for 400, 500 on there, I'm copping. And then
But you guys have known about these for
a long time,
for quite some time, right?
Really long time. Yeah. So I don't know. But I think that's the problem with a lot of sneakers nowadays. Anyways, like you find out the information so early that like what's it called? Is it anticlimactic? Whatever. Like it dies down.
Yeah.
Like the excitement for it.
There you go. Yeah.
Like we already know what's coming out like fall 2023 and stuff. Like they already got the Jordan preview for summer 2020. It's like, fam, like we haven't even got to. We're just finishing up this summer.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
That's what back in the day made things so exciting because they did used to like that anticipation. People were like waiting for what was going to drop, but now it's like months in advance, and you're like, oh, okay.
And all the apps and social media and everything ruin that too, because like we would only have to wait for East Bays, the back of Slam magazine, things like that in order to see them, and then like you had to like work to see the pictures again, like when the ads, the Nike sneaker had the phone number on the bottom, the sneaker like. Whenever you would look at those Sports Illustrated and you saw, oh, shite, like that's fine. You know what I mean?
The player with them.
You just type now on Google and you can see it all day. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Like, to me, it proves a lot more with a lot of sneakerheads. If you're still willing to buy on StockX, authenticity never really mattered to you. Yeah. Like, what do you do? Get the sneaker and be like, this isn't real. I authenticated it and send it back. Like, I don't understand. Like, I wouldn't take returns anymore. I know that if I was StockX.
So then what do the employees do there if they're not
They're still supposedly authenticating. StockX said that they're still authenticating sneakers and that's still their main priority. They're just no longer saying it on their website. Like, they're no longer making that claim anymore. But I'm like, no, I don't trust StockX. For all I know, they get rid of that staff. And they say, like, hey, the ones that are, like, reach. So, like, look. One thing that we talked about in this podcast was like, well, nobody knows what their process is. And I'm sure I could probably ask and find out now from employees that don't work there. But like, no one knows like what their grading is, like from 1 to 10. Because it's like, I'm assuming that authentic is like, it is like a 10-point, it's all 10 points.
It has to be 10 out of 10.
It has to be 10 out of 10. Yeah. Because now I'm thinking like, if they say, yo, it meets 8 out of 10.
I guess that's good.
That's good enough to sell. Yeah, because it's like you get a fake Travis that's that good and you're going to make however percentage off that sale. Why would you say, no way?
Yeah.
You no longer claim it's authentic anymore.
It's kind of shiesty.
It's kind of shiesty, but guess what? If you buy a lot of sneakers off StockX, odds are if you bought 20 pairs of sneakers, you might have one that's fake. Yeah. If you're buying anything new and current like that. Like New Balances and stuff like that. I just recently started seeing fake New Balances be made. Now,
never seen that.
See, I seen like some fake New Balances being made, some fake Aces being made. Had never seen it before ever, and they look weird. Like they don't look right yet. They're still working on those. They're still working on those. But like if you buy that stuff on StockX, I highly doubt those are in there. Like any fake ones or whatnot. Anyway, George, you got anything else on that?
Got nothing.
Nothing. Lame. Phil Knight, I don't know if you watched the video or seen a little bit of Phil Knight talking about Kyrie, but I guess he was on a video with Nice Kicks or something. First, Phil Knight might be 2,000 years old.
Phil Knight.
All right.
Damn.
He was dusty.
He's still out here doing things?
He's out here still doing interviews, but he basically confirmed that Kyrie is done with, like, it's over. Nike, that deal is over or whatnot.
Cut ties.
And, a lot of people was like, like, oh, dang, that's messed up, some. And I was like, they were like, oh, I mean, you had said, because I always said that Kyrie's line is just as good, if not better, than Kobe's line.
I think it's top 3, top 4.
All time?
Yeah, of all time.
Okay, I think so.
Anyone can play in the Kyrie.
I think I see. Look at that. James did some homework. I like that. It's in the top.
Yeah.
Signature sneaker lines all time.
And then the thing about the Kyries that were about to come out, my homie works at Dick's, and they got them in, and he told me, and I was like, hey, put a pair on the side for me. And he's like, the box sealed, signed. They're like has things saying like don't open this box, can't sell product. I'm like,
oh, really?
That's pretty crazy.
What did they look like? Weren't they like these?
There's pictures that came out a while ago.
Low top, right? It was like a low. They were white.
Yeah,
black, red, and white.
I think so. Okay. Something like that.
And that was going to be the 9, right?
No, the one that was coming out right now is the 8.
Wait, I thought the 8 was the one that last year, the one that he said he didn't like.
The one that I don't think it ever came out because he said that.
Are you sure? Because there's tons of them on websites.
Yeah, I know. The Kyrie 8 is the one that they're pulling right now.
Oh, so did they pull Kyrie 8 off and cancel the 9?
Oh, okay. Sure. I'm still pretty sure it's the Kyrie 8. Okay. They just didn't roll it out last season.
Oh, okay.
Because of everything that was going on with Kyrie, I'm assuming.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Because I had looked up Kyrie 9, and some sites had this one shoe, but then I looked on a GOAT, and they had the Kyrie, that model that they were calling Kyrie 9 and Kyrie 8. So I was like, I don't know which is which.
I think it's the 8.
Like, it was funny because I was talking to like the homie, and he was like, oh man, it don't matter. Kyrie line is whack anyways. And I was like, Kyrie line might be all-time signature line. Obviously, Jordan's number 1.
Yeah.
But I was like, Kyrie line to me maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, because he was like, oh, I'm tripping. I said, the Penny line is very overrated. Okay. Now, Penny I don't know if you would include a lot of those ones that Penny played in before they were like pennies. Like they played in the Flight Zoom ones, and they had the number 1 in the back. And foam posits. Now, foam posits were pennies, right? Because they all had the one sit in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, but I just never really... Did those come out before Penny 1 or after?
I'm pretty sure it was foam posit than Penny 1.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, if this is the Penny 1, then the foam posit, is that just like... got the labeling of the 1 cent logo on it, or is it a penny?
I'm pretty sure it's a penny.
Okay. Now
but
look,
it's just been called a foam posit for such a long time that it's just a foam posit.
The foam posit, the Penny 1 and Penny 2 are legends. Like, it's not a question.
Correct.
But that's only 3 shoes out of a line. Now, he didn't play in... Oh, he played in 4s, didn't he? 4s is that one that had the strap that goes down the middle and the Velcro that went under the strap.
Yes.
Remember those?
Yes.
And then he played in those, I think. Yeah. Those sucked to me. I didn't like those. 5s are the ones that came out. 5s are the ones we bought, right? Penny 5s?
Yeah.
The Miami ones?
Yeah.
He definitely didn't play in those. And then he had the half cents.
The half cents.
Somebody brought up like the Grant Hill line. And I said, Grant Hill only had like, what, 3 that he played in? Maybe 4?
Yeah.
3?
And he's on like a forever contract with Fila, right?
Yeah, I was watching him on All the Smoking. He was talking about how he still gets paid from them.
Yeah.
He said that he like went to Nike and visited, and they wanted to give him like $40,000, and then Adidas gave him. Fila offered him like it's like a lifetime deal. He still gets paid from Fila.
That's crazy.
And I was like, that's smart. But then somebody had brought up the LeBron line and stuff like that, and the Kobe line and all that.
Kobe line's there.
You know what? I think with the Kobe line, I think like certain sneakers make you think the entire line is fire.
Yeah.
Like Grinch will make you think
that Kobe
solidified
line, as the best.
It's the one of the greatest
best basketball sneakers.
Jordans then Kobe's.
Yeah.
And people will go Jordans then pennies, and I'm like, there's only 3 pennies that really matter. Like, you know, and that's even highly questionable because as much hate people give the foam posits, you would think that they were never fire. How much trash people talk about foam posits. Yeah. I still love foam posits. I don't care. I'm not wearing them.
And we don't care about them on like the West Coast.
No, we don't.
That's like a
it's always the
East Coast type
always
type
was.
Of sneaker.
Somebody had brought up the Gary Payne line, which was a very good line.
Yeah.
Wasn't Gary Payne sneakers are actually pretty fire, like a lot of them. They did fall off a little weird around 5. Somebody brought Jason Kidd.
There's a lot of old Nike basketball that came out that's not the same. Like, you have nostalgia for it because you're a kid, but they didn't do, like, Christmas release.
Yeah, they didn't
video game release.
They didn't have the runs
like
the athletes do now. Like how Kevin Durant every year he gets another shoe. How Kyrie every
Kevin
year gets
Durant's
another
signature line that's a little underrated.
It's
now,
good.
There's more whack ones than fire ones, but I think a lot of the ones that like the 4 had did something to everybody. We thought it was the greatest thing ever. And then anything after that, we hated it until like you like really look at it down the road. You're like, oh, they weren't too bad.
Yeah.
Like they was all right. Like there's some of those models that like I declared as trash back then. I see them now like, oh, they wasn't that bad. They okay. Like I like some of the new KD models. Like I like the one that's out now. That joint is fire. I like the one before and the one before it.
How's the new LeBron? You said they're small.
Yeah, I could definitely wear a 10.5. I wore a 9.5.
Yeah.
I could definitely wear a 10.5. I mean, them joints is fine. I mean, a lot of people were trying to say like these are one of the best. I guess it's a top 5 maybe.
And they never said why it's a low top.
I mean, it's supposed to be.
Because people are insinuating it's because of the kids, but like they never.
Well, it's supposed to be like you see the new commercials, right?
Yeah,
with Brian, all that in it. Like, it's supposed to be like a new, younger generation. You know, AAU players want to play in them because his kids wouldn't even play in his own sneakers. His kids played in what they play in Kobe's and stuff like that. Kyrie.
I mean, I know that
PG.
their high school is sponsored by Nike, but
yeah, like they wouldn't even play in LeBron sneakers. So like that's what this is supposed to be for. Now I don't know where you go from here. Like, would you start with a low top? Andy had brought it up. You start with a low top. What do you make a mid now? Like, what do you make a high top?
Yeah.
Like. What do you? It doesn't. That's not the typical.
Did you see the new the Christmas release for it?
I did see the new Christmas one today. It's safe.
All right.
It's safe. I mean, it's green. George said it's fire. But
I think they're
fire
fire.
to me.
Yeah, I think they're fire.
I mean, they're green. Like to me, it's like orange lobster
what
pics
do you
today.
you want them to do? Krampus or something? I mean, what?
I mean, honestly, yeah.
It's supposed to be a Christmas tree, right?
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's supposed
I
to be
didn't look
the
into
Grinch.
what it was. I
don't think it's supposed to be
Christmas
a Grinch.
colors.
I think it's
like,
supposed to be like a Christmas because the whole cut main color scheme is green.
I mean, what do you want? Like
snowflakes or something on it.
Fam, the Kobe's or whatever one, what was it? KD's or Kobe's? One of them didn't even make sense. Coppers or whatever, that makes no sense.
It was for Christmas ornaments on the tree.
Wrapping paper or whatever. Yeah, it makes no sense.
That makes plenty of sense.
No. In terms of like Kobe Grinch is a character.
Of course.
Okay, like you made a shoe about a character. Fine. You making a shoe about an ornament? Really?
It's Christmas still?
Fam, come on.
Look.
It'll be okay.
I think the LeBron line is underrated. I think it's overrated too. All right? Yeah. There's only so many, and it didn't age well.
There's a lot of good, and then there's a lot of bad too.
It's not going to age well. Like LeBron, you can't retro any of those LeBrons. Like, there is no retro.
And then they tried retro, or they did retro them, and then
you can.
No
if
one
you
cared
make
about them.
Well, much smaller amount of them.
I mean, I guess if that's the route you want to trick people to make you think that someone cares, but nobody cared. Them all South Beach was at the outlet. South Beach 8 at the outlet. That's a legend. That's a Hall of Famer.
Did you cop?
I mean, I don't think too many people. I don't think too many people except like Miami Heat people or even look at that era favorably. Like, I think Cleveland people might have been okay with him leaving Cleveland a second time because he brought him a championship. But I don't know that anyone looks at that Miami era like, oh, LeBron, Miami. Oh, man, it's kind of whack when you look back now. Like,
did LeBron ever play in the South Beach 8? I don't remember him hooping in them joints. I think the Pippen line was underrated too.
Up tempos.
I think the Pippen had a great line of sneakers. Them joints was all fire.
He had a lot of stuff that this is just my interpretation of it, but I think he had a lot of stuff that was like kind of innovative for that era. That's why, like, he was always trying to make like a lighter shoe, with the exception of up tempo, boots or whatever. But he was always trying to make something like a little. To me, it seemed like he was trying to make something a little bit more slimmer, sleeker.
He was
lighter, or whatever. He was part of the Air Ups a little bit, I think, right?
He was.
Him,
Jason Kidd, I think Jamal Mashburn, Jim Jackson, a lot of them.
I mean, I think that helped Pippen, but I don't know. Anyone who's had like 2-3 shoes, I ain't really looking at that like that's a run.
Pippen had about 5. What's a signature line to you? Like how many?
Like what we see nowadays, like how James Harden has how many shoes?
I mean, you said Kyrie has what? Kyrie has 11. How many does Kyrie have?
Kyrie has 8.
He's on 8.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a run to me.
KD has what?
11 now.
Yeah.
So he's on 11 right now. LeBron's at 20.
Steph is on what? 5 or 6?
Steph got to be more than that, right? Steph Curry's?
Yeah, but that to me, that's irrelevant. Like, it worked out for him because he found a shoe that worked for his bad feet, ankles. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that was what was most important with him.
Giannis. Well, I mean, Giannis is still pretty young, but I'm sure he's gonna have a longer run.
I'm okay with
His
some of
stuff
the
started
Giannis
whack
line.
though, so I'll never look at it favorably. Like,
No, the first one was okay.
Paul George.
Paul George line is actually okay, but
It's all right.
the person whose lines were always fire, but he never actually got credit for it being his shoe would be Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd always had something new to wear that wasn't necessarily a Jason Kidd shoe, but it was always innovative, fire, whatever.
he had one that was considered a kid, the fives, the Kid 5, whatever the ones. It had kid on the back in cursive. He had like 2 or 3 models that had kid on the back, but the ones like Flight 95s, they're just associated with them, but they weren't like a Jason Kidd.
But
like,
that
you
was
know
his
what I mean?
shoe.
Zoom Flight
And it was
96,
his, yeah.
and that other one that had the little eyeball on it too. That
No,
low?
that one actually is kids. They were called Zoom 5s or something like that.
Sure?
Yeah, and in the back it got kid in cursive. I had those ones.
I don't remember that.
And then he had another Jason Kidd where like the booty went inside the shoe and it zipped up the top and it had kid in the back. I mean, sometimes you gotta put the booty in it.
Hey,
Like Luka just got a 1, right?
Yeah, he got the one. Now I seen somebody wearing those on foot the
Fire.
other day. In hand, oh my god, trash. On foot,
Fire.
told you,
fire. You didn't tell me nothing.
It looks
you
like a
didn't even
good.
see
It looks
me.
like a good ball shoe.
told you.
I don't know if it looks like a good balling shoe, but with a Jordan jumpsuit warm up.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
I seen this cat come out the gym with a
I'm not
warm up,
doing that.
and them joints look fire.
Why
on
are you wearing
foot.
a warm up to a gym?
He's playing basketball. He's a coach or something. He was coaching like some AAU kids
I
or
hope he's
something.
coaching.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. I don't think. Like, you a hater. I don't know, man. Iversons. I think Iversons were all pretty good
Yeah,
up to like
Iverson.
something. Iverson probably to me should be in the top 2, if anything. If I had to pick an order, I would pick Jordan. Then I would pick Iverson.
Kobe.
Oh no, let's start over. I would do Jordan.
Kobe.
Then I do Kobe. I do Iverson. I do Kyrie. And 5, I would do maybe Kevin Durant. Nah, maybe LeBron's. I would wear all the Kevin Durant's better, but I think LeBron's look better. They just have no retro.
LeBron, there was like a point where LeBron was making like boots.
They're all
They were awful.
boots. Like, they're all that way, but, we bought a lot of them. Did you buy LeBron's?
No.
Oh, okay. Like, Zoom Generation to me is still probably my favorite. It's the very first one. You know what I mean?
The St. Mary's.
Yeah, like, I mean, any of them, blacks,
Wheats.
whites. No, wheats.
You don't like the wheats?
They're Timberland boots. I understand that was the point of them, but come on, man. Making a wheat shoe to substitute Timberland boots is disrespectful to Timberland boots and New York, son.
You gonna go grab some while you're over there?
Some Tims. I bought Cortez some Tims, so he could wear some over there. But I got him like the beef and broccoli model, whatever model that is. What's that model called? I don't even know.
That's what you get. Call it beef and broccoli.
I don't know. I got Cortez a bunch of got some Farragut stuff for Cortez, some North Face stuff. He about to be fitted out there.
Fire.
Runway. George is a hater, huh?
Yes, me.
But I don't know. Like I said, I'll do Jordan, Kobe, Iverson. What else did we say? Kyrie. LeBron, I guess, maybe there, or KD. Maybe KD. I'd give the edge to KD.
Okay.
I'd give the edge to KD. Then I put LeBron there. But anyways, what else? Anything else you talking about? I'll tell you one thing, though. With basketball sneakers now, when you used to buy them back then, and I remember this cat, Sneaker Galactus, I don't know who he is. Or maybe, I think he does like stuff for Caffeine or something. Like he does stuff for Soul Collector. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Me and him had kind of got into it a long time ago because I said on the podcast, I remember buying sneakers and like going outside trying to emulate the player. Like you got Iversons, you went outside and you was doing crossovers all the time. They got Jordans, you was doing fadeaways, you was trying, I remember doing that. And I was talking to somebody else and I was like, you buy sneakers now, it don't matter who you buy. Everybody just shooting threes.
Yeah.
It don't matter. I seen this cat wearing Greek Freaks at the gym the other day, and he just busting threes. I'm like, Greek Freak don't bust threes like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not even using these shoes correctly. You supposed to be
You're a big man.
striding through the hoop like that. But like some of these players, you can't emulate. That's the one thing I will say about Kyrie. You get a pair of Kyries, I mean, you could do handles, you could dribble. I
think Kyrie's just like the safe, or not safe, but like the shoe that everyone gravitates towards when it comes to like a basketball sneaker.
When you like stop playing basketball for a long time and you say like I'm trying to get back into it, first thing I think of was buying a Kyrie.
Yeah.
I don't think. Now I will say I am loving the Mellows, the LaMelo Pumas. I'm loving them.
Yeah.
Loving them a lot. But I was also like, I'm gonna get back to hooping. I get prepared. First thing I thought was Kyrie's. I didn't think Curry's. I didn't think Greek Freaks. I didn't think Paul George's. I thought, let me get my pair of Kyrie's. And I think the Kyrie line is...
And it's a cheaper brand. So, a cheaper line.
Always
so
been
bit,
affordable.
Yeah, it's always been affordable.
I don't think it's ever reached 150. I don't think. Maybe the collab models with Concepts reached that. It was one of the first basketball lines to do a collaboration with a boutique, right?
Yeah, and then they did that Rocket collab. The one that looked like kind of like a spaceship. ROKIT.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
It had like a neon
I forgot about
soul.
that. That's right.
That one was kind of cool.
That was kind of cool, too.
Yeah.
I like that one. But he also did Lucky Charms.
Oh, yeah.
He did Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
SpongeBob.
He did SpongeBob. He came a Ray Gun version, lobster versions.
Oh, yeah, the lobsters.
Obviously, the Concepts collaboration. Kyrie did a lot of innovative stuff with his line that doesn't get looked at enough. Like, it's highly disrespected. All the Duke models that were like special edition ones, they're very underrated. He did some other SB ones. Oh, Day of the Dead. Yeah,
he did like all of those, like not all of the originals, but like he did like Day of the Dead, the Ray Guns,
Day of the Dead, Ray Gun, lobsters. He did a yellow, a blue, and a green, I think. He did a few things, man. Kyrie's line is very underrated, and like I said, it's in the top 5 signature sneaker lines of all time.
It's a great basketball shoe.
You got any Kyries?
I sold a pair of Kyries a few years ago.
I have a pair of 1s, 2s, 3s, 6, and that's it.
Was the confetti one a 3?
Confetti was a 3.
Yeah, those were nice.
Those are fire. That model was fire.
Yeah.
What were you talking about? Anything else? I see OBJ getting sued. No, OBJ is suing Nike.
Yeah, OBJ suing Nike for not paying him.
So he's suing Nike for $20 million because he said he lost $20 million because of the fine print, but they didn't pay him $2 million because in the Super Bowl he wore custom altered cleats and gloves by Shoe Surgeon Man.
Oh, Shoe Surgeon?
Yeah. So, and I only seen the Shoe Surgeon thing on SockJig's Twitter. Shout out to SockJig. Like, I mean, I don't even know what to think about this. I don't know. He's suing Nike. I mean, everybody. I feel like Nike lawsuits. We know Nike. Why do we know so much about Nike lawsuits all the time?
It's
Nike,
like StockX.
Because we know a sneaker lawyer. That's why.
I guess so. But these Nike stuff. Look, OBJ. He said he's fighting for like all athletes now. Whatever he said. I don't know. And he said he lost over $20 million because of the fine print on the contract. And he says he think that they didn't pay him. He thinks they didn't pay him because they wanted him to re-sign for a smaller deal, or I don't know. He's talking more of like it's like an extortionist type thing or whatnot. I don't know. Look, he better be careful because these athletes used to be the most influential when it came to stuff like that. I don't view athletes as influential anymore. Like, they're going to start giving these athletes like influencer type deals.
Yeah,
like
where they got to make ads or something like that.
Yeah,
for
because
them on Instagram or
I
social
don't
media.
see why every signature athlete right now, except Greek Freak and I guess KD and LeBron, they're like underachieving. I don't know what you want to call it. Not underachieving.
The shoe or the player?
Both. Like, who wants a Harden? Like, if I was a young person, I don't want a Harden to hoop in.
The newer Hardens are nice.
They're not bad.
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't think a lot of the Hardens are dope, but Harden's game doesn't influence me to want to play like Harden. It don't matter how good he is. He just doesn't have an attractive game like that.
Yeah.
Even like Greek Freaks. Greek Freaks they're okay sneakers, but I could never be him. It's a 7-foot man galloping on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So it's like, I look at OBJ. Obviously, OBJ is a brand within himself. He's just like, his brand is just cool. He's just cool. You know what I mean? But I was reading this thing and I was like, man, I wouldn't be shocked if they started giving athletes these like little small influencer type deals versus these big ones. I know Ja Morant has
like a bonus or something
like that.
Something
like that. Because look at Westbrook. Westbrook has his own Why Nots with Jordan brand, and now Westbrook is a laughing stock now. It's trash. Like,
Westbrook is a trash trash sneaker line.
Oh yeah, the line is bad. Now the brand new one that's getting ready to come out, it's kind of fire.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Seen it? Nice.
I seen the pictures on Instagram the other day. Them joints is kind of nice.
Westbrook sucks.
Westbrook is having a hard time in LA.
The Harden point makes a lot of sense because he's not like Michael Jordan jumping through the air was like elegant grace or whatever you want to say. Like
he's
athleticism,
he's
explosion.
Not like that.
Harden don't play like that. Even Durant be dunking on people sometimes. I mean, he's 7 feet.
He's smooth. Like it's something about your game to me that matters. Like,
but Westbrook sucks. Even in his heyday, he wouldn't have been able to.
So do you think? And I don't even want to say individual. So like the Lakers are trash now.
Yeah.
You think Lakers being so bad affects if anybody wants LeBron sneakers?
No, because I think there's LeBron fans that want LeBron sneakers. I don't necessarily think that
I feel
the
like
team that he's affiliated with has anything to do with his sneaker line because it's LeBron James.
See, in my mind, I'm like, the Lakers are so bad. Why would I want a LeBron?
Damn, 3-10 or whatever.
But LeBron's still putting up
cats are embarrassing.
Well, I mean, LeBron has to.
He has to. He's also hurt now. So I mean, he has abdominal pains or something. Like I don't know what's strain.
Got bubble guts.
He got strained muscle.
Embarrassing. You know?
It is pretty bad. But like like I was saying with the OBJ thing, like it's a football player, so they don't make mini shoes. The Saquon Barkley's are fire. If anybody should have had it, OBJ had 2 sneakers.
I wish I got that shoe.
I do too, man.
Those are
I'm
nice.
so I could have bought them when they were like around $295.
They shot up so fast.
But now that the Giants are freaking good and he's balling, they're too high now. Like I looked at my size, they were $445. I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not paying $445 for that. And I probably would maybe pay the $290 now, $3 still maybe for it because the sneaker's fire. I'm sorry, that Saquon Barkley is fire.
They'll be right back once they lose in the playoffs.
Shoot, they don't know how to lose. It look like.
Free fall on that shoe.
Okay. Sick of all these geeks trying to talk about the Cowboys. Like, man, shut up.
Cowboys, I think we're number 4 on Football Outsiders DVOA rankings.
Why'd you guys' coach go for it?
I don't even mind that because you know what? If he didn't, they would have got on him. If he did, they would have got him. It don't matter. Like Cat is like, yeah, look at the Cowboys now. I'm like, fam, we still were in Lambeau. We're still in Lambeau. Like,
Lambeau.
It's still Lambeau.
Yeah,
it's still Aaron Rodgers. Like, if somebody would have picked the Packers to beat the Cowboys, I wouldn't have been shocked. It's still in Lambeau, and it's still cold, and it's still Aaron Rodgers. Like, anything can happen.
Y'all let Rodgers flex on y'all.
He threw the ball like 13 times. He didn't even have to do it. Our rush defense is horrific. It's 28th in the league. It sucks. Anyways, OBJ, look, man, sue, don't sue, whatever, man. Anything else? That's it. I don't got nothing else. A short episode, fam.
Yeah. Let's get the picks out and then skedaddle.
I guess that's it. We can go ahead and get them picks out of Skedaddle. I mean, I saw some social media cats trying to explain why they still wear Yeezys, but I don't know if that matters. I mean, you wear Yeezys?
You might as well ask them the questions that we was talking about on the other show, like feelings on Adidas still making a shoe with no moniker on it or whatever.
Oh, but you don't buy Yeezys though, right?
Yeah, I don't buy Yeezys.
You don't buy Yeezys, so it don't matter. You still wearing your Yeezys?
I still have all 3 pairs that I had. I mean, I'm assuming I would still wear Pirate Blacks. I don't see why I wouldn't. The other ones I didn't wear that much to begin with, so I don't know.
I just want to know who Kanye's lawyer was when this was all happening when it came to the paperwork.
He's probably his own lawyers. Who knows?
Because he got fucked out of that really bad.
How? Out of what?
He doesn't have any.
Oh, you mean the models that they get to keep?
Yeah.
I mean,
like, I understand that they're the ones that are producing and everything like that, but like, when you look at that shoe, you think of Kanye.
So, let's talk about that for a second. I feel like everybody does these deals and then at some point be like, yo, what the heck is this? Like, this sucks. Like, I don't understand. And maybe it's me just being somebody with nothing. Saying Kanye has a bad deal and it made him a billionaire, I'm like,
oh yeah, I understand. I understand that.
I understand the the aspect you're saying. Like, you own none of those designs that are clearly forever cemented with your name. They're you.
Yeah, but they're going to change the entire name and moniker of it and everything like that. But people are still going to be calling them Yeezys until time passes and they release them to another generation.
I think what he messed up is that Yeezys don't have a lot of Yeezy stuff on it.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Like, if you think of a Wave Runner, I couldn't tell you where there's anything Kanye on it. Mm-hmm. George got Wave Runners, right? You got Wave Runners?
No, I mean, I had 2 pairs, but no, they
like, I couldn't tell you where a Yeezy logo is on them, if there is one. Or just Yeezy? The word Yeezy? There's nothing on there. Yeah. I don't even know if there's an Adidas logo on Wave Runners. I don't know what's on Wave Runners.
It's the reflective 3 stripes underneath the pattern.
So it's like, if they own that model, you really don't remove much.
Yeah.
If there's Yeezy anywhere on it, maybe the tongue? And I don't think it's on the tongue. I think the tongue is one solid color, so it's like, well, that's going to look the same.
What about the ones that say Yeezy supply on the side?
So, look, what if you put Adidas on the side? Adidas 350? Does it really?
Or just leave a stripe like that?
Or just leave the stripe like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what supply is. None of us knew what supply is besides, obviously, Yeezy Supply, the website and stuff like that. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he owns supply. You know, they maybe to put Adidas Supply 350, you know. Who knows? Maybe just get away with Supply 350. I feel like some of them just say Supply 350, don't they?
Wouldn't know.
Have you owned any Yeezys before?
I owned a pair of Belugas and a pair of Frozen Yellows, but I didn't keep them for very long.
Oh, okay. You didn't like? Did you wear them at all or no?
Yeah, I wore them a couple times.
Let me see.
But the resale on them was good at that time, so I let them go.
See, that's a lot of things where, like, yeah, these joints just say Supply 350. It don't even say Yeezy Supply. So
maybe it's been Adidas' whole thing to slowly take Kanye's stuff off of it.
And look, some of these joints are just blank.
Yeah,
a lot of them don't got nothing on them. A lot of them got a clear see-through stripe. So honestly, I feel like that was a Kanye thing. He didn't want that. I think that's where it messed him up to me, because I mean, look at this. Original 350 is just a Roche Run sock shoe. Look at that.
Yeah.
There's nothing on it besides that Yeezy on the other inside of it, and it's about this big. It's
on
like
the
this
Boost,
big.
Doesn't it say Yeezy?
Yeah, on the Boost, but that's on the bottom of your foot.
Yeah.
So I will say he screwed it to that aspect. But look, man, you got to understand, I guess, in the long run of what you want. Now, I don't think even Kanye could have anticipated his deal with Adidas
falling
apart at that time. Well, the thing with Kanye, you really can't dissect his deals because it all has to do with how he acts. Like, it may not have been viewed with the different deal. Like, I feel like he's going through so much other things that, like, he's just picking at this Adidas stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and people are like, well, it all started with the Adidas thing. Like, that sent him over the edge. And I'm like, I don't know, man. He seemed to got a lot going on with himself.
But he's had a problem with Adidas for the past couple of years, right? Because he hasn't even been wearing his own shoes.
I ain't seen Kanye wear a Yeezy.
Exactly.
I couldn't even tell you how long.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But they don't care less because, like you said, he don't got to wear it because it's still a Yeezy. You know what I mean? Look, man, these athletes and everybody signing these contracts and deals right now, I feel like a lot of these younger cats right now are making a ton of money off of deals and things like that. I seen Lil Yachty doing some Target commercials and stuff. Like, they're making a lot of money in other aspects, well, multiple areas. They're not just putting all their eggs in one thing. Like, a Lil Yachty is like super duper into sneakers, but I think a Yachty knows he could never do what a Kanye does, or a Clark Kent, or whoever these other.
He has like different streams of income that aren't necessarily like Kanye's. Like
non-athletes can barely sell sneakers. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, like James Harden isn't like, I want a James Harden. It don't matter how nice they look.
It's like if he's not balling, like it's like, why would I want a shoe that
even if he's balling,
because he's just James Harden.
It's just James Harden, you know. Clark Kent has been in the sneakers. You know, he's not a fan of ours, and we're not a fan of his. But like, Clark Kent has been in the sneakers forever.
Yeah.
And Clark Kent has had some colorways thrown on a few Nikes here and there. But like, if they came out with an Adidas Clark Kent line, ain't nobody buying that. Like, it's not his identity to care about that. You know what I mean? I mean, there are like some younger cats, like maybe Uzi that could sell some stuff, but probably be to the younger group. Maybe.
Well, Tyler has like a signature line at Converse, and
Well, he has like the golf line, but it's just Chuck Taylor's.
But he does like his own take on stuff.
He does his own take, but anybody can put colorways on something.
He put a flower.
I mean, anybody can do that. Like, that's the easy way, and that's probably the best way. That's the safe way to me. Like, the creation of something new is what's hard. You know what I mean? Like, J. Cole, he had that run with Puma. He's not even with Puma anymore. Like,
he's not?
No, I don't think he's with Puma anymore.
Oh.
I think those last two was it.
The RC Dreamers or whatever.
Yeah, the Dreamers, and that was it. George got both of them, right? You got none of them?
Mm-mm.
The J. Cole's?
Yeah, it's 12 is too snug.
Oh, that's right.
They didn't make a 12.5 in any of the Puma shoes, so I had to sell it.
I forgot about that. So I think that's over with. And, J. Cole, I think, did okay with selling those, I think.
I think his name moved a lot of products.
I think it did originally, I think, out of curiosity, but what do you want a J. Cole for? And what do you want a J. Cole basketball sneaker for?
Why is he on the cover of NBA 2K?
I don't know. Somebody got mad because, like, when that cover came out, I had retweeted his stats with the cover.
2 points, 1 assist.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? And, like, who was like, I need the J. Cole version of 2K? Yeah. Like, what does it? Doesn't mean anything. But, cats like him collect their money from 2K, and that's all they do. Like, it doesn't matter what we think about it. Kanye, like, to me, I firmly believe that whatever Kanye comes out with next, if he ever does, I don't think people are going to cop it. I just don't. I'm sorry. Like, Kanye has been the worst at just, like, releasing music on a date. Think about Kanye trying to create something from scratch right now. He's probably sitting somewhere right now with, like, a notepad just drawing stuff. Like, he has no distribution. He has no materials. He has no nothing.
He doesn't have any the productive.
He has
capability.
He doesn't.
To be able to do that.
So if Kanye is working on something now, the joint probably won't come out until
5 years from now,
2025.
Yeah.
So it's like by that time, what are we really buying now? If I was Kanye, I would so hyper focus on making music. I'd be trying to come out with bangers, like make albums, like bangers, and get back to like make sure I keep my people.
Your roots. Get back to your
roots.
Get
back to your roots. Get that back solidified. So then when I do come back out with something, people have like, because like I said, Kanye has never he's never earned our forgiveness on anything. You let Kanye do his thing, he'd be like, what? He's a psycho, weirdo, crazy, and then you just kind of come back around to him.
But I think even before he starts making music, I think he needs help.
I don't think he needs help. I think he's exactly who he wants to be, and that's fine to me. I'm all for it, but like, you can't act crazy when people tell you you're wrong. Yeah, hey, man, that's wrong, buddy. You can't act like we're fools.
He might need help just in life in general to make sure his life is extended. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he might harm himself or something.
I wouldn't be shocked. Hey, that's how he talks.
I think when we say somebody needs help, I don't think. Like, there's a lot of people we know are, like, wackos mentally or whatever, but I don't think they're going to do anything to hurt themselves or whatever. But Kanye, manic and whatnot, he might.
He's, like, on a crash course for,
Listen, last time we talked about stuff like that, people got upset. I'm not trying to pretend I'm no psychiatrist, professional doctor or whatever, but clearly there's some screws loose. That's period.
I ain't want to talk about that. Man, this beer made my neck hurt, dude. What's in this beer?
It's a lot. It's only a lager.
Man,
which one is it?
Four Peaks. 4 Peaks.
God dang.
I love 4 Peaks Golden.
This joint got 5% alcohol in it. Gotta sleep here now.
Yes.
Let's do NFL picks. That's I got anything else.
I think I'm good.
George, what teams play this week in the NFL?
The National Football League.
Eagles finally lost. Good.
I'm not upset that they lost. I'm upset that I lost money because of that whack penalty at the end. But I'm not going to even get into it. You know what I mean?
You mean that last score or wait, what?
The penalty.
I think I want to say I bet it after the face mask thing happened. I wasn't really paying attention. The Eagles were favored by like 14 or 13 or something. So I just took Eagles money line. Like later in the game when they were down, I just had Eagles money line for like even money or something. So like to me that's a good bet. You assume they'll win the game at home, even with as well as Redskins are playing. So no, I'm talking about that last personal foul at the end. Like if it would be different to me if quarterbacks normally do that scrambling and then kneel down, and then he like went and speared him. The quarterback kneeled. The refs were like, what do we do? And then they finally blew the whistle, and he went and slid.
Yeah.
But he didn't, like, dive into him. He slid, and you could tell he was trying to kind of pull up a little bit. And people have, obviously, everyone has their own opinion on it. Like, half the people think it was a penalty. Half the people don't think it wasn't a penalty. So I just was in a bad mood from that. Used to it.
Used to be in a bad mood.
Yeah, about over sports, pretty much.
You
see my teams. This is the only team I can rely on that. Well, I guess Arizona basketball too, but it's too early in the season to think they're any good. So
Raiders are embarrassing.
The Raiders are embarrassing. The Dodgers are embarrassing until they get rid of Dave Roberts. I told you to.
Stop.
I'm not gonna go like.
They got rid of Tyler Anderson.
Well, they didn't really get rid of him. They gave him the qualifying offer, and he said, "I'm going to the Angels." I don't blame him either. Shit, get $40 million if you can. Anyways, I'm not trying to say that Dave Roberts is the number one causer of their issues or the reason they lose. I just have fatigue of Dave Roberts. I'm tired of seeing his face when they lose. Same thing with Derek Carr. Derek Carr may be a totally fine quarterback. He ain't getting it done, bro. I'm sorry. I'm done with him. Pick Stroud from Ohio State or Young from Alabama and move on. That's it.
I think the coaching is.
Well, Josh McDaniels clearly is a bozo. There's no doubt about it. And the defensive coordinator is one of the worst hires. They showed his stats with the Giants last year. The Giants are giving up like 5 less points per game and less yards with their new defensive coordinator now versus with him.
You really want a rookie QB?
I'm done. I'm tired of Derek Carr. How many years can you just live through the same movie? This is Groundhog Day, bro. It's over and over and over again.
A lot of this is not necessarily like the movie that Raiders keep playing over and over is bad decision making. It isn't necessarily Carr. Carr, to me, I feel like
the best quarterbacks will elevate you past that, though. That's the thing. He's not. Listen,
there's not a lot of good teams that are really good through bad decisions from the front office. There's not a lot of that.
That's typical. That's typical of all sports. But guess what? You keep trying until you find your Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs weren't going anywhere without him.
I mean, look at the Lakers. They can't fight through it.
Yeah.
The Lakers,
but I mean,
the Lakers for the last 2 years can't fight through bad decision making.
I think the Chiefs have won the division 6 years in a row. The Chiefs have won the division 6 years in a row, and Alex Smith was part of that. But it didn't expand beyond Reed. Like if you look at where they finished, the Chiefs were like any other team: second, third, first, every once in a while, fourth, second, third. Like the Chiefs were just a regular team before Mahomes and Andy Reid. So that's what you need. Clearly, Josh McDaniels is not made out to be an NFL head coach. He made some whack hires for his assistant coaches. If they lost the locker room, they got what they deserved because they were the ones that got to make the decisions. But anybody who says they were like tanking on purpose is a moron. They traded a first and second round pick for the best receiver in football. They didn't do that with the intention of like, we're not going to be that good this year.
That's why to me, you got to put it more on coaching than David Carr. Like, yes, Carr isn't like lighting it up out there, but like you got better. Like, you don't just go get...
No, they got worse. They tried to get better and got worse.
No, I'm saying you made it to the playoffs last year with the interim head coach who was the special teams coach. Then you go and get a top 2 wide receiver, top 3 at the worst. You're better. Like, you're the same...
Well, the expectation is you're better. Well... You're not. Clearly, they're not better.
What changed was coaching.
Yeah, but no one was lining up to hire Bisaccia anyways. Bisaccia is you want to talk about?
I'm not saying you got to hire him. I'm just saying
he doesn't understand the game either. We just seen someone come off their couch and win a game. Like clearly, it's not that hard to be a NFL head coach.
Well, then
I'm glad that showed that. By the way,
that's not what that means. That's not what that means. Jeff Saturday coming in there and winning that game does not mean that, like, it's not that. That's not what that means.
What does it mean then?
It means to me, when it comes to football to me, way more than basketball. Basketball is an emotional sport during the game, which to me is momentum and runs and things like that. Your emotions get high, you can take over a game. Football is like emotions starting in Monday, beginning of the week. You watch Hard Knocks and you develop emotions and feelings for a team based off just how somebody.
What does that got to do with the coach coming off the off the couch and winning games?
No. I'm telling you,
the only decision he literally made was we're going to put Matt Ryan back to the starter, which he should have been the whole time.
I am telling you, a person like Jeff Saturday coming in there, Colts legend, we'll call him that. comes in there, and if the team and the players and the other coaches are willing to like ride with this and be hyped about it, you're gonna win the game. I don't care what. Like they were gonna win no matter what. They were not gonna lose that game. Now they're gonna.
Yeah, but you're making the argument that it's not that hard.
No.
Yes, you are.
It's not that hard. It's no. The argument is that I feel any team could do that when you feel something for like everybody in the locker room. Look at the freaking Commanders. You switch quarterbacks, and
so
it
you're
changes
making the argument that it's not that hard to win.
No. Because if it's not that hard to win, then everybody would muster up that energy. And
no.
win.
You're talking about the technical difference between being a head coach for your entire career and never coaching anything.
You're assuming Jeff Saturday did nothing. Okay. You just said the only thing he did was put in Matt Ryan. You assume he did nothing.
I think we can. I'm pretty, well, I mean,
we don't know.
Clearly, he didn't go in there in 1 week and do X's and O's over the whole organization.
I don't know.
No.
He could make
people
the decision
who
on
are
play
insiders
calls.
in the league. No,
he could make decisions on when certain plays are called. He could make these decisions. Time management.
He has zero background in football as far as coaching. Zero.
But he did what you always attain the head coach to do: time management, make better decisions. Things like that. That was it.
Well, they didn't need to do that. They were winning the whole game.
It was close. It wasn't that like it wasn't.
They
like
took the lead with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
it's not
wasn't
like
a blowout. Though.
There weren't any decisions where it was like, is it 4th and 1? Should he kick a field goal, punt,
Matt
or go
Ryan
for it?
ran for like a 46-yard play or whatever that was.
40-yard run.
I've never
Matt
seen
Ryan
before.
ran 46 yards.
Dipped,
40-yard,
high hurdled someone.
hurdled.
He
Fam.
dipped.
That's proof that it's not that difficult of a job. Period.
All right. If it's not so difficult, then why McDaniels make it look so hard? Why do other head coaches make it look so hard? Why did Doug
You're
Peterson
answering
make
your
it look
own
so
question.
hard?
They make it hard on themselves because they're not wired to do that.
I don't know, man. I think it's a little bit more in football than just like get out the couch.
So what are you under the impression he did in 4 days to get his team ready to play?
Same thing that
he picked
makes
Matt
us
Ryan to play quarterback, and that's it.
I'm pretty confident if they did a inside the hard knock of that week, I bet we'd all be like, "Ooh, they ready." I guarantee if they hired Jeff Saturday and they did
you're talking about emotions, though. You're not talking about anything coming in there and the whole point is it's not technical thing.
Who they play this week?
I have no idea.
I think they play like a real team this week.
Chargers?
I think they play no. They play somebody major this
absolutely
week.
No idea who
We're gonna go through the games. They beat the Chiefs. I don't think it's the Chiefs. Anyway, what's the teams this week? What's the games? We can go home though. Quick little pot.
First game: Titans at Packers Thursday night.
Titans at Packers. I'm gonna give it to the Packers.
Do the Titans really suck? Like I just can't tell. Like the Titans feel like every year the same team. Like,
well, they're not as good offensively. AJ Brown is gone, so they're definitely not as good offensively as they used to.
I feel like Rodgers is gonna ride the momentum from this last game, even though it was a field goal.
Bring the mic up.
Oh my god.
AJ Brown's gone, so they're not as good as they were offensively. Clearly, they have one of the best 5 running backs in the NFL. They still got the same coaching staff, the same quarterback. I mean, their offense just doesn't really work unless the running game's working. Their entire thing is running game and play action. If it's not working, Tannehill's no good. That's why they never have like
Tannehill's
big
also been
comebacks
hurt a lot.
If the Packers found a number 1 wide receiver, which maybe they finally did with the Watson kid, then they're going to be a lot better down the stretch than they have been.
Watson have 5 drops this week. Like
he had 3 touchdowns as well.
Yeah, that's cool. It happens. It happens a lot. Look at Deontay Smith, Devontae Smith, whatever his name is. That cat.
I mean, he didn't come out of nowhere. No one knew who Watson was. Devontae Smith won the Heisman. I mean,
no. I'm saying like he won the Heisman. Can't catch. This cat comes decent, good, can't catch. Like
we didn't know who Watson was. Like that's the thing is Philly has 2 number 1 wide receivers. Green Bay had 0. If they have 1 now, they're a bigger threat than they were before.
I'm gonna go Green Bay because it's in Lambeau and it's cold.
I don't think there's any. I think there's 0% chance that the Titans can win this game. If it's a blizzard where both teams are just running the ball, then sure. I mean,
Packers.
Packers.
James falling asleep. Had too much beer.
Too much beer.
That chair too comfortable.
It's a nice chair, man. I'll tell you what.
These chairs are no good. I'm about to roll these out for just regular chairs.
I don't think there's any chance that it's only a 3-point spread, but I give the Titans basically 0% chance to win. If Watson is legit and the Green Bay's offense finally found guys who can get open.
Place your bets.
They didn't have it.
George said 0% chance Titans. Put all your money on Titans.
All right. Eagles at Colts.
Oh, Eagles Colts. That's what it is. I don't know how big of a game it is now because I think the Eagles are a little sad right now.
I'm gonna say Colts.
You're gonna say Colts beat the Eagles? You think the Eagles lose twice in a row? Ooh-wee.
I'm gonna go Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts. If the Colts beat the Eagles, Jeff Saturday's the new head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. He's no longer interim. They beat the Eagles. They're introducing him this week as a new permanent head coach on a 4-year deal for $150 million.
The dumbest thing that I read all week long was when people said, I expected the Raiders to beat the Colts by 30. Fam, the Colts still got one of the best running backs in the NFL.
Who's been hurt a lot, so don't do that.
He's still one of the best running backs in the NFL.
Like you just, he's still one of the best.
All these people made comments like he came from a high school team, like he was bringing the high school team with him to play. No, he still has 53 NFL players on that roster.
Yeah, but that team has been super whacked this year.
It doesn't matter. They haven't gotten destroyed by bad teams like the Raiders by 30.
I didn't think they lose by 30.
That's what people were saying on social media. It's absolutely absurd. I quote tweeted a bunch of things that were like, this team still has plenty of professionals, including one of the best running backs in the league. It's absurd that you guys were like, oh, yeah, the Raiders will be able to stop the run, stop this, stop that. Pittman was out there. Matt Ryan was back. It was a regular team.
I'm going Colts because James said.
Because I said so.
Eagles win by 7 million points.
All right.
There's still 53 men over there, fam.
The Eagles are an actual good football team. We're comparing the Eagles and the Raiders now. That's a little bit different.
If Jeff Saturday beats the Eagles, it's a problem in Philadelphia.
They're fine.
All right.
You know they're fine.
Place your bets.
They're in your division. You know they're fine.
Every single team in the East is going to the playoffs.
I seen that.
There's
seen
only
it this morning.
Only the Commanders are a half game out of the playoffs.
Rams at Saints. Probably the worst game in history of the NFL. Well, besides the Raiders matchup.
I think I'm going to go Saints.
It has to be the Saints. The Rams are so bad. I didn't expect them to be that bad. That Cardinals-Rams
they lost.
Was
what's
stupid.
the name now, too?
Who?
Broken leg, man.
Oh, yeah. Cooper Kupp out, too? He broke his ankle?
Out, yeah.
Cooked.
I mean, they said he could come back this year, but I don't know why. Because
he's
they
getting
didn't
surgery,
playoffs,
right?
So.
Huh?
He's getting surgery?
Yeah, it says getting surgery
six
4
weeks.
weeks out.
Yeah,
so he's not coming back.
I mean, he doesn't need to. They're not making anything, so it doesn't matter. Bears at Falcons.
The Bears.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bears.
Justin Fields looks like he knows how to play football at Ohio State.
How about that?
Oh, hold on.
I was right about something?
Well, no, first of all, 1 week we came on here and I said Justin Fields might be a bust. And you said, no, not yet.
Who had it?
So, but don't do that.
Just say who had it.
Don't do that. You know what Justin Fields finally did? He said, I'm just going to go play football and not listening to everybody else. These coaches and everybody else.
Just say who had it.
What, everybody who had Justin Fields? Everybody had Justin Fields high. Everybody did.
Me.
And don't worry, there's still time to suck.
No, me.
So don't worry.
No, me.
Justin Fields, Ohio State quarterbacks. Patooey.
It's a myth. One quarterback 20 years ago got nothing to do with a future.
20 years ago, I could literally name 7 in a row.
It doesn't matter. Different coaches, different everything. The only thing that's the same is the city. Like, unless you think there's something in the water that Ohio State players drink, it makes no sense.
Ohio State offense, it doesn't translate well.
It's a completely different coaching staff. What are you talking about? Nothing is the same from 20 quarterbacks ago. Nothing. There's literally not one thing that's the same except the jersey color and the city.
When there's a pattern, there's a pattern.
No, there's not. That's not a pattern. That's literally a coincidence.
No Ohio State quarterback. You're in double-digit coincidence now of Ohio State quarterbacks. What are you talking about? And once you get to like 8, 9, 10 quarterbacks out of Ohio State and none of them have done anything, it's a little bit more than a coincidence.
That's like saying a pumpkin that grows in If a whack pumpkin grow 20 pumpkins in a row, it grow in Columbus 20 years later, it's still gonna be the same thing. What are you talking about?
Not the same.
It's a completely different coaching staff, different offense, different philosophy, different everything.
20 different pumpkins in a pumpkin patch of 1,000 pumpkins every single year is not the same thing. There's only so many Ohio State quarterbacks. There's only so.
What does that got to do with it? What does one human got to do with another human?
Put it this way: there's only so many, and a lot of those, probably 8 of them, all of them Heisman candidates, if not Heisman Trophy winners. All of them suck. All of them. All it did.
What does one human with different DNA than a different human with a different coaching staff got to do with each other?
I don't got the answer for you.
No, you saying ghost stories. That don't make no sense. I know you don't, because it don't make no sense.
Justin Fields is an anomaly now. He's an Ohio State hero now.
You literally saying the same thing I see from Raider fans on Twitter. Like, you can't make a legitimate comparison between the two because you just going based on myths and ghost stories.
We'll see.
It makes no sense.
We will see.
So what? So Dan Marino went to Pitt. He was a good quarterback. So what if there was 20 bad quarterbacks before him? No Pitt quarterback was ever good until Dan Marino.
That's a possibility. I wasn't alive for those. So
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. At some point, every school had to whack something until, guess what? This is a different human with different DNA with different coaching staff. Hey, literally believing in ghost stories.
I believe USC quarterbacks are really good quarterbacks in the NFL.
Most quarterbacks who go to USC are from Southern California and get the really best tutelage in high school, so that's part of it. Like Tom Brady, California.
Maybe the tutelage.
Aaron Rodgers from California. No, there's no. That's not a thing though. California quarterbacks have historically in NFL history been the best state from quarterbacks. That's different. That's
cool.
And that's an entire state of like.
And historically, Ohio State quarterbacks have been bad.
And that's 20 years ago, one guy with different DNA than another guy 20 years ago. Not like the tutelage you get in the state you grow up when you play competition from that state and everything.
I'm going to do a little research. I think they got one quarterback that may be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe.
Justin Fields and C.J. Stroud have zero in common with any of those people other than I wore the same jersey and I lived in the same city. Again, unless you think there's something in the water in Columbus, Ohio, those people are completely unrelated. Like, if you think Justin Fields' ability to read a defense has to do with Craig Krenzel's ability to read a defense, you're going to have to come up with a better explanation than they both played at Ohio State. I mean,
I wouldn't take the risk.
So what do those players have to do with each other?
What's the next game, bucko?
Exactly.
You go ahead and get C.J. Stroud all you want, champ.
Yeah, the next superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders at Texans.
Game of the week.
Commanders.
Go Commanders.
I mean, they have to. The Texans are terrible. Commanders win.
They don't have to, but I picked the Commanders.
I mean, the Texans can't even score 10 points a game, so.
That's a lot of teams this year.
Jets at Patriots.
Jets. Rico.
Nah, Patriots.
Haters.
Jets aren't quite over
I
that
picked
hump yet,
Jets.
Opinion.
I picked Jets to beat the Patriots last time. And who won? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
I can't remember who won the first one. I think I picked the Jets though, and the Jets.
Patriots are at home.
I think the Jets. I think the Jets beat the Patriots in the other one. I think they'll lose to the Patriots this time. Patriots defense is really good.
I don't know.
It's really better.
I don't know who played last time. The Jets are not to that level yet of the Patriots, even with Patriots having 0 quarterbacks or whatever argument you want to make. Patriots win. Lions at Giants.
Giants can't lose. Even if they want to, they just can't.
At Giants? I'll go Giants.
They try their best to lose, and they'd be like, let's just win with 2 minutes left.
I mean, it's the Lions, so I'm picking the Giants, but the Giants suck.
Lions beat the Bears, though, this week, which they shouldn't have. That 30-31, ridiculous score.
Carolina Panthers at Baltimore Ravens.
I'll go Baltimore.
And your favorite quarterback is now the starter of the Carolina Panthers again. He's back.
Baltimore has to win, but who knows with them too, man.
That's another irrational thing you have is something with Baltimore Ravens, despite the fact that they're really, really good and got a really, really good quarterback.
I never say the Ravens suck. They just
don't win it.
You don't need to say that you think they suck. You always say like they're like the Atlanta Falcons of the AFC
it's
or whatever.
Something about them. Don't act like that. I know what the flu did to you, but don't act like that. Like the Ravens are just like them ones. Like, don't do that.
Who is the ones? There's not many of them. I mean, there's two.
There's not many of them.
Kansas City and Buffalo.
There's not many of them, but the ones that you could pick, you could ride with them. You can't ride with the Ravens.
Yes, you can.
You could hope and assume because, like, boy, they're really good. Yeah, they are really good. And then when it matters, it doesn't matter.
The Ravens are 6-3 and leading their division.
And probably get put out by the Titans if the Titans makes a playoff. It doesn't matter. Man, that's cool.
What does that got to do with picking games week to week?
That's cool. Oh, no. I pick the Ravens when I feel the Ravens will win. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm talking about my overall opinion about the Ravens is different. That's different. That's what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about game to game, week to week.
The Ravens are quarterbacked by one of the 5 best quarterbacks in the NFL. They are very good.
That's cool.
I just told you, your favorite quarterback, Carolina Panthers, Baker Mayfield.
Well, they
back.
should beat the Ravens. I mean, they should beat the Panthers.
No, they will beat them.
Okay, we'll see. All right.
Here we go with the Ravens. We'll see again.
All right.
They could go 17-1, and you still wouldn't trust them. Browns at Bills.
I guess Bills. Their spirits are broke.
You said I guess.
They won. They lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, why not?
I'm going to go Bills.
I'm going Bills, but they did lose 2 in a row.
They dominated a game. It was the most dominant victory of the season that a team didn't win based on win expectancy from that game.
They still lost.
The Vikings had no business winning that game. 0.
Vikings are on a tear this year, right?
Vikings, yeah, that's what, 8 in a row?
7-3?
8-1.
Just like the Giants. The Giants are 8-1 or whatever, but they suck. Same thing with the Vikings.
I don't know if you suck if you play right at the right times.
It's a weird year in the NFL.
I'm just saying, like, hey, we need to score and win this game. No turnovers, guys, and they don't do it. And they go score. That's what you're supposed to do. That's like football. Like, you keep yourself in the game as long as you can. Then when you need to, that's a problem with the Cowboys. Hey, man, we're down by 3. Let's just make sure we don't do a turnover and let's just get up the field. And we do something stupid. We start running wide receiver screens all the way from the 99-yard line.
Ghost stories and myths.
That's a ghost story myth? That's legit Cowboy football. What are you talking about?
Yes. You can tell who the best teams in the league are.
Wild panic. We're down by 3 with 8 minutes left. Wide receiver screens all the way down the field, gang. Lose. Interception. What's the next game?
You didn't even pick that one, I don't think.
I picked the Bills.
You said
reluctantly.
Against the Browns.
Reluctantly.
The Browns just lost to Miami, another good team that you don't believe in, that I told you was going to be good, by 40, and you were like, maybe they'll beat them at home.
I mean, nobody should believe in the
Maybe the Browns
Dolphins.
will win in Buffalo.
Nobody should believe in the Dolphins. You could be cool with it and happy and excited, but believe in the Dolphins? Like, huh?
The Dolphins just scored 40 points and beat another team that was competing for a playoff spot by 28. What are you talking about?
Believe?
And their quarterback is probably like number 1 or 2 or 3 in the MVP voting, and they got the best wide receiver in the NFL. What are you talking about?
Believe?
I mean,
Next game.
Yeah, like as opposed to the opposite, or
we'll just see what happens, man. Still the Dolphins.
That doesn't even mean anything.
Still the Dolphins, man. What else?
Still the Dolphins means nothing. That's just a made up statement. Raiders at Broncos. Broncos by 7 touchdowns.
Raiders.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the Broncos can't score 7 touchdowns.
I'm going to go Raiders.
The Broncos can barely
so
score
it'll be
1.
17 to -17. The 34-point victory.
I'm going to go Raiders. I mean,
Raiders ain't winning that game, man.
Let's ride.
Unless they lose on purpose, they got to win this game. Unless they're like, you know what, hey, we're just going to go ahead and try to get one of those quarterbacks maybe.
Jeff Saturday at home. Like, what are you talking about? Did that look like a competent football team to you? Bengals at Steelers.
They had the lead at one point. Bengals at Steelers.
You and like Rico and Andy been
on
saying the Raiders, or maybe it was Simple saying the Raiders are going to be good all season, and y'all obviously been wrong. They stink.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
Steelers suck.
They do, but they got T.J. Watt back, and their record is extremely better with him playing for whatever reason. They won last week, so I'm gonna go Steelers.
George.
Jamar Chase is still
now.
out, right?
You want to talk about the team not to trust? That's the Bengals. That's who not to trust. They stink. No. Also, the Ravens aren't good, but the Bengals are.
I didn't say the Ravens weren't good. I've never said that one time. You think because I don't just
you on the fence?
Ravens by 50,000.
You on the fence with Ravens, but but Bengals made you go.
The Raiders have lost.
the meme?
The Raiders have lost. I don't know how many leads this season. Like 4 games, they lost leads of like 17 or 14 in the fourth quarter
I'm
or
not
something.
talking about the Raiders. I'm talking about the Bengals.
I said the Ravens. The Ravens have lost leads every single game this year.
Then they're 6-3 with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's cool. The Bengals on a tear before Chase got hurt. Like, okay, them cats is good now. They back. Got hurt, cooked beans now. All right.
No, they were like this, like
Steelers.
they always are.
I got Steelers.
That's the team. That's the Atlanta Falcons of the AFC is the Bengals.
I got Steelers.
I go Bengals.
Who cares? Steelers are the worst team in the NFL probably, which is sad.
Nope, the Raiders are the worst team in the NFL.
Well, what's sad is the Steelers are probably worse than the Raiders, and they should be embarrassed by that.
And but the Steelers don't have a Pro Bowl playoff quarterback. Like
Neither one of them do.
they're just what? David Carr is a top 15 quarterback for quite some time. Trubisky,
Top
and a
15
rookie.
means literally the middle of the league.
And I was no. Top 15 is like now. Like but
Top 15 means
David Carr,
middle of the league.
David Carr, I had him top 10 last year. He was balling last year. He was good last year.
I think the Raiders
I didn't expect him to be on a decline
I
this
think
bad.
half their season they didn't score more double digits in a game. Half the season.
What else you got?
Cowboys at Vikings.
At
Lord,
Vikings?
have mercy.
I'll go Vikings.
2 games in a row on the road. Lord have mercy. Ooh, them Vikings is hyped, boy.
Kirk Cousins is on one right now.
Homeboy wide receiver. If you want to call him the best wide receiver in football right now, I'm not gonna stop you. All right,
Tyreek.
I'm not gonna stop you.
But the top
I
5
won't
of
stop
all
you.
those guys is close, but Tyreek's number 1.
I'm not gonna stop anybody who wants to say it. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. That's my team, but that sucks.
That's a hard
Cowboys
game.
are
You
better.
have to win.
The Cowboys are a better team. They should win.
You have to win the Green Bay one in anticipation to lose the Viking one. Like you can't lose that Packers one and then go to Minnesota because if you lose the Minnesota one, nobody would be like, "This is shocking." It's like, oh hey, Minnesota is 8-1 or whatever they are right now, so you lost to them, cool. But good God, and Kirk Cousins always plays decent against the Cowboys, even when he was on the Commanders or Redskins at the time, whatever. So I'm going Cowboys, but Lord, what else?
Chiefs at Chargers.
Chiefs should, but that's a divisional game, and I feel like the Chargers play them decent since Herbert's been there, I think.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. Juju got lit up. Boy. I thought he was tooed. What else?
Chiefs win. 49ers at Cardinals. Monday Night Football.
49ers.
Made me throw up.
In Mexico, by the way.
Lord, Kyler may come back and play.
I hope he doesn't.
Ertz is out though for the season.
Yeah. I hope they give Colt McCoy another.
Give him another shot.
Well, I mean, he did well when Kyler was out last season. He was like 2-1 or 3-1 or something.
Kyler's one of Georgia's people, so
You going Cardinals?
Yeah, right. Niners by 7 touchdowns.
That Niners game the other night, God, it sucked. It was boring. Last night, what was it? Niners and Chargers? God. I was like, this game please end. Both are so whack to
There's
me.
been so many whack games this season.
I'm gonna go Cardinals. I mean, they played okay at the Rams. Against the Rams. The Rams suck, so I don't know what that means.
Bottom barrel.
They still got Aaron Donald. I mean, I don't know if that means something. They still got Jalen Ramsey. I don't know if that means anything anymore, but I'm going Cardinals. Yeah, nothing else. Who else? That's it.
That's the last one.
James Peach, coming through the podcast, man.
Yeah, had a good time. Thanks for having me.
George, you got anything else?
I got nothing.
I got nothing else. Short, sweet episode. Probably won't have one next week because I'm going to be in NYC unless I do something out there. I don't know. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who listens, likes, subscribes to this podcast. That's a sneak diss. Pow, 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 pow.